What's going on, everyone? Andrew here with Context Gaming, bringing back for week 4 of Monday Night Football, Packers and the Falcons. Got a special guest here today. Got Mike, also known as Context Cerberus, and everyone remembers Cody.
Mike, pleasure to have you on.
Yeah, thanks for letting me tag along, guys.
You'll have to forgive me eating here as we kick off. Mason Crosby launches it into the end zone. And a touchback.
Oh, yeah, you're way ahead.
Oh, yeah, you're pretty far ahead of me right now. He's lining up, hands in the air, and he just now kicked it for me.
All right. I'll try to hold back and do the second.
Once we get a commercial break, I will exit out and go back in and see if that refreshes it a little bit quicker.
He's more on par with what's on live right now.
Yeah. All right.
Yo, did Bill Belichick break his nose at halftime?
Boy, this so Falcons coming out with their all whites for tonight, and Lambeau looks really weird without seeing any fans in those stands. All right. Gurley run on first down, picked up about 4 or 5 yards. So I believe
pretty strong offensive line.
Yeah. Yes.
Off season to shore it up.
Mack and Matthews are still there. Looks like Atlanta's got all 3 of their receivers who are listed as questionable will be playing today. Just as I expected, they're coming out with a run-heavy approach. However, looking pretty good so far. 3rd and 5, I believe.
Yeah, and actually interesting lineup if you notice there. We're actually playing Kingsley Keke at nose tackle, and we slided Lancaster out to end.
It's interesting.
Yeah. I don't know what Pettin's been thinking. He's been doing a lot of lighter guys on the nose since Kenny Clark went down.
Well, you need to do something because we were getting gashed last week. I really want to look into Gary. I know he was kind of limited in practice earlier, but I thought he was a full participant by Friday, Saturday. But all right, Matt Ryan, all wide open. Nice. Got lucky.
Yeah, it was I mean, Savage made up some good ground there, but Ryan could have placed that ball a lot better.
Matt Ryan has to do a lot better. I'm down 30 points in my fantasy game right now, so pick it up.
It was a little bit high. So I guess now on this punt's probably a pretty good time for me to start going through my 5 bold predictions. Cody, feel free to hop in if you can think of some. I actually got down 5 today, but my first one is I think Kevin King covers Julio a lot more than J.R. Alexander covers Julio in this game. And my second one being that I think we're going to need at least 35 points to win tonight's game, which is quite a bit. However, I think we are averaging about 31, 32 a game right now. My third bold prediction is Aaron Jones has the most targets and receptions in this game, even including the receivers and the tight ends. 4, I think we see Tyler Irvin get multiple touches in this game. He was pretty absent from last week's game. I think we see him do a lot more gadget plays with him. And 5, Cody, this is the week, bud. We're getting a kick return, punt return touchdown in this game. It's going to happen. That's my 5th bold prediction.
That's pretty bold, especially after that punt that Irvin called a fair catch there. I would love to see it. Love to see special teams be special for once.
Yeah, they've been anything but special.
Yeah. I agree with you on Kevin King covering Julio more than Alexander. I think he's just a better physical matchup.
Yep.
Now I don't want to talk over the broadcast here. Where are you guys right now?
There's just announcement right now. 2nd down. What was the call, Cody?
Okay, all right. So you saw that Rodgers went deep first play of the game.
Yeah.
MBS, I don't know. He looked like maybe miscommunication. MBS wasn't going all out.
Did they pick up the flag?
I actually didn't see a flag on my.
Oh.
Ooh.
I believe they picked up the flag, guys.
Mhm. All right.
Well,
Darius
anyway,
Shepard getting the start with Devontae out. And big dog, Mercedes Lewis is out too.
really?
Yeah.
Man, a lot of injuries.
Nice. There's Big Bob.
Yeah, Tanyan, nice pick up there. Probably 15, 20 yards. I think he's going to have a really big role in this game.
Yeah.
With all the injuries we've got.
Yeah, I see Sternberger's out there too. I think those are going to be our. We're going to do a lot of those. I think Sternberger should get a lot of targets today too. Just based on, I think after MVS, those are next two best pass catchers, which happen to be tight ends. So.
Well, unless of course you're counting Aaron Jones, I suspect he's going to have a pretty big role in this game.
And there he is, right there on a screen pass, picking up a nice 6-7 yards.
Yeah, so I guess I'll try to sneak in my 5 predictions here. Prediction 1.
Oh my God, they rolled that
I
pass.
think Rodgers goes this entire game. I'm going to be real bold. I'm going to say he doesn't get sacked once.
He hasn't been sacked once all year.
No, he's been sacked twice.
Oh, twice. That's what it was. What was it? He hasn't been. No, something else.
Hasn't thrown a pick, hasn't fumbled. Well, anyway, so we got that one. Jones picking up a nice first down around there. So I'll take that as the stepping point for prediction number 2. I think Aaron Jones, I'm going to say he has over 150 all-purpose yards.
Oh, nice run by Jones.
And 2
Yeah. First down, baby. Woo!
Oh, okay. All right. Somehow you guys have jumped ahead of me in the broadcast now.
I did refresh my stream, so it looks like I did just jump ahead then. Nice. All right. Yeah, look at this hole. Look at that fucking hole, baby. Yeah.
All right. So you said Jones has scored a touchdown?
Did he? No, he just had like a 15-yard run.
Oh, I thought you said he got a touchdown. You're getting pretty jacked up for a first down in the first quarter, Jared.
All right. And I'm going to jump in here real quick. Just a little side note here. The Patriots just threw a touchdown pass. They are now down 4 points with the extra point pending. So they're down 13-9.
13. What quarter? Is it fourth yet?
Fourth quarter.
Okay.
That game is a hell of a lot closer.
Yeah. The Patriots have been holding them pretty good.
Neil Harry with the touchdown grab there.
Oh, nice.
So it looks like it's going to be a 1-score game.
Yeah. All right, we got second and goal, 1 running back, 1 tight end, 3 receivers set. We got Malik Taylor and Shepard both out there. Interesting. Oh, wide open. Touchdown, Aaron Jones!
Okay, yeah, you're definitely ahead of me. So I mean that's
Okay.
I predict.
All right. So we need to calibrate and figure out how far ahead I am now.
I don't know. You're probably 1 play ahead of me.
15.
All right, because they're showing the replay right now. Oh, he was wide open.
You're about 20 seconds ahead of us right
now.
Well, at least me.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Mike, are you watching off the app?
I am watching off the app.
Go back in. That's what I did, and it'll refresh it and bring you up to speed.
Yeah, I don't know how the Falcons just let our best offensive player become completely wide open when our top 2 receivers are out.
Yeah, I don't know. That was just a lack of communication. He was wide open.
So I mean, that's an excellent start for the Packers. 3 and out on defense, and then we marched down the field, scored touchdown. Falcons are a team on the verge of collapse. If we can get an early lead, they might just pack it up and want to go home.
Yeah, if we can get something like another punt or even like a nice turnover and go up early, that'd be great.
I do feel like this is Dan Quinn's game right here. If they do not make a showing, I think he's gone after this game.
Yeah.
I do think it's a tough matchup against the Packers, but I just feel like this is the game. If they don't show enough, I think he's gone after this game.
Because they got a better team than 0-3. They should be better than 0-3.
Well, and usually I would say 4 games into the season. That's pretty early to let someone go. But Bill O'Brien.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, Bill O'Brien just got fired today, so
long overdue, frankly. Like that was an underperforming team with him.
Well, you did trade away your first and second round draft pick for a guard for a tackle, and then you also traded away DeAndre Hopkins for.
Yeah, I mean,
like
that's a classic Mike Sherman situation right there. You don't let the coach become the GM. Rarely, if ever, does that work out. So yeah, Texans. It's going to be interesting to see. We play them later this year. Are they going to rally around the interim coach, or are they playing for a high pick at this point?
Yeah.
Early indications showed that Romeo Crennel was going to be the interim coach. But
interesting.
We'll see. They have a
previous experience. Respected. So rolling through more predictions here. So I did my first 2 is that Rodgers will get sacked 0 times. Jones is going to have 2 touchdowns, 150 yards. Prediction number 3, I think our tight ends collectively, I think we're getting at least 100 yards receiving out of them.
Hope so.
Prediction number 4, I think Matt Ryan throws for over 350 yards.
Yeah, I can see that. Especially if we get up early on them.
And I'm going to say my final prediction. I'm going to say we go into the 4th with the lead and lose it, but we come back to win.
So you're trying to give me a heart attack in the 4th quarter is what you're telling me.
Hey man, I'm just giving you the reality of the Mike Pettin defense.
Yeah, you're right. Mike Pettin defense looked all right on this first drive. We actually stopped the run, and even better, Packers have struggled on the first drive all season long. We actually got a touchdown on our opening drive, so kudos for that. And nice. Okay.
All right, yeah, you definitely jumped probably 5 to 10 seconds ahead of me.
I'm watching a replay right now of the first down play.
It was this Ridley just kind of fault. Yep, he slipped.
Yep, just slipped on the field.
I just saw the play live.
Okay, so you are pretty far. You're pretty far behind that. I should not be leading the stream. That's weird, but all right.
I did refresh too. It's just
It
is what it is. Oh, Ridley.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm looking at a 2nd and 10 right now. They run it up the gut.
Yeah, and Gurley gets about 3-4 yards. Doing pretty good with Gurley so far. I'll take it. 3rd and 5 or 6 probably.
Yeah, honestly, I'm surprised the run defense has not been giving up huge holes like we're used to.
I don't feel confident that we're not going to get them here. I would love it, but 2 back-to-back 3 and outs would be amazing. I don't feel confident that they're probably going to stop them on this though, but we'll see.
Are we going to bring some pressure?
Oh my God.
Pass interference. All right. Wrong, different game. Sorry.
Did you see it, Cody?
Yeah, I think that's clean.
That's clean. Fuck off, Ridley, by trying to get that flag there. Fuck off, Ridley.
Yeah, there's Alexander's one-on-one coverage. Ryan takes a deep shot to Ridley. There's a little contact early on, but really I
think it's fine. I think that's a good call.
It's incidental.
Hey,
kind of hits him in the back, but
back to back 3 and outs. I'll take that.
Here's the clip right here. Let's see. Does he turn him? He does not turn him. That's a good no call.
Yeah, I would agree.
What's the rule? You can grab that. You can touch them as long as you don't turn them, right? You don't inhibit that.
As long as you don't turn them, and as long as you're trying to make a clear play on the ball. I think if you're playing the ball, not the player.
It's a good no call.
So earlier on in the broadcast, Mike, you were saying something about Belichick broke his nose.
Did he really?
I don't think he did. I was trying to look at. I'm watching both games at the same time, and it showed underneath his mask. You see, it looks like a white thing going around his nose. I'm trying to. Yeah, it's still there.
Is it the tag? Is it the tag on his gator?
You know what I think it is? I think he's wearing a white mask followed by like a face covering mask. That's kind of what it looks like to me.
Could he have one of them like nasal strips over his nose just to like act as like?
It covers his entire nose. It kind of looks like, like a white mask, and then he's got a black one over the top of it. That's what it looks like.
Hey guys, here on the Context Watch Party channel, we really discuss the big issues that go around the league right now. We leave no.
Quarterback goes out with COVID-19. I guess that
they went with Brian Hoyer over Jarrett Stidham today too. I was surprised. I thought for sure Jarrett Stidham would get the start. He was competing for a starting job in training camp with Cam, so I'm surprised.
On this last play, Patrick Mahomes ran a 2-yard. He just ran for 2 yards, but he got shoved in the back about 5 yards out of bounds and fell down. And they didn't call anything on that play. So Andy Reid a little upset on that.
Wow.
And Mahomes just threw it in the quadruple coverage and got lucky. Looks like number 27 there in the Patriots. Jackson, I believe, dropped a wide open.
Interesting.
Yeah, looks like he just dropped it there.
Are they driving?
Yeah, so it's 3rd and 8. Looks like they're on about maybe the Patriots' 45-yard line. So they're right out of field goal range.
So I don't know about you guys, but through the quarter mark of the season here, I got to say I'd be pretty excited about a Kansas City Chiefs Buffalo Bills AFC Championship.
They play next week, I think.
Patrick Mahomes with a 20-yard rush on.
They play on Thursday night in either week 5 or week 6.
Yep. So Chiefs
Josh
are now
Allen has become one of the most entertaining players in the league to watch. Like to me, he's the current incarnation of Brett Favre. Just some head scratching plays that'll give you a heart attack, but some plays that no one else in the league can make. I enjoy watching Josh Allen on the Buffalo Bills.
I would agree with everything you just said, Cody.
Very fun to watch.
So the Bills play the Titans this Sunday, but then they play the Chiefs on that Thursday. So they don't play this Thursday; they play next Thursday. But yep, Chiefs Bills on Thursday Night Football. So there you go, Western New Yorkers.
I think it's getting a little feisty down there, and
yeah, yep.
It looks like we picked.
Oh, we got Urban in there. We got 3. Here we go. Gadget play to Urban, maybe. Oh!
They're showing David Bakhtiari right now on my TV.
not touchdown, but first down.
Yeah. That was, all right. Man, you don't see Williams that deep down the field very often.
He's been working on his pass catching, his route running like crazy in the offseason. Like it's the only thing he's been working on is this route run. He wants to, so he kind of knows he's probably not going to be like the guy for like running back. He's not going to overtake Jones, but so he wants to kind of be like a bigger pass catcher going forward. So love seeing that.
Watching the replay there, they actually had both Jones and Williams deep, like
right. Yeah.
Find ways to keep the deep shots coming, even with our top 2 receivers out. Jones just hits the whole hard.
When I see Rodgers throw a 30-yard bomb, I don't expect to see Jamal Williams on the other end of that streaking down the sideline. But there he is.
Quick side note: Chiefs 1st and goal on the 5.
Chiefs 1st and goal on the 5. They're driving then.
How much time's left?
Like 7 or 8 minutes probably.
Let's go. Let's go. Hardman with a rush. Let's go. 9 minutes left in the game. Chiefs just scored a touchdown. My late fantasy pickup, Hardman.
Oh.
With the touchdown run.
Ooh, that was a bad run, but okay.
Let's go.
Who
the edge.
Who
there.
does Atlanta have on the defensive note? Anyone of note on this defense? Like I don't even know who their number one corner is.
They drafted their first round pick. I think AJ Terrell. And then I mean there's some talent with their safeties. I know they're I think it's Kazi or something.
Okay.
He's a pretty fast guy. They got Deion Jones. They've got a lot of speed in the secondary. But yeah, for overall, I wouldn't say there's a whole lot of talent on this defense. And Rogers is carving them up right now.
Yeah, like doing it with like freaking practice squad players out there. Who was that? Is that Shepard? That was Shepard.
No pressure. Rogers just finding open guys.
So I think everyone making a big deal about the receivers. I think this game will go a really long way in showing that this is like kind of more of a system than anything else, like plug and play type things.
Man, that's kind of interesting. Falcons rushed 3 there, so they had 8 in coverage, and Rogers found Shepard pretty much.
MBS was open on that cut too. So, oh boy. All right, I like it. Boy, Jones is gonna eat tonight, boys. Jones is hungry. He's eating.
Whoever's got Jones on their fantasy team tonight, they're gonna be smiling.
That would be this guy. Champ is back after this week. The champ is back.
So it looks like second game in a row, we're going with the lineup of Turner as the starting right tackle. Patrick.
Yeah, see that. Yeah.
And then
Billy Turner?
Jenkins.
Yeah, Billy Turner.
Little Dolphins vet there, huh?
Is he really? He used to play for the Dolphins? I know we got him from the Broncos.
Yep. He actually was on the Dolphins for a little bit.
Yep, he's our right tackle right now.
Nice. He's
taking over for Balaga.
There's some good run defense by the Falcons there. Puts us in a 3rd and goal.
Now I would so Falcons have a high scoring off. So Cody, if we don't get this here, do you go for it on 4th and goal, knowing how high powered this offense is for the Falcons, or do you just take the field goal and go up by 2 scores early?
I think at this point I would take the field goal, but it would really feel nice to.
Holy cow, we got Reggie Beggleton in there right now.
CFL star.
Is that him? Did he get in? Oh, Shepard. Oh, 4th and goal on the 1.
Ooh, that's a very short one. Now I'm kind of wondering.
Maybe challenge. He didn't get in though. I know he didn't get in, but he's got so that's on him. He's got to know like where he is and reach out.
Now this I think is an opportunity for Matt LaFleur. Do you come out and say, I'm confident that my team is better than yours?
Yeah, I think you're gonna see it. Now I don't like this. I don't like coming out in this shotgun though.
I don't need to. This is where AJ Dillon should be.
I don't like this.
Now I'm ahead of you guys.
Time out.
You're not gonna.
I don't like it. I don't like that call, dude. I don't like that fucking call. What a bullshit call that was.
Yeah, that's. Come on, man. You're looking at 4th and half a yard. You don't line
4th and half a yard, and you call a play out of a fucking shotgun.
And I've been waiting all year for AJ Dillon to get his time to shine, and I don't understand why we're not putting him in down at the goal line. Instead, we've got Jamal Williams coming out of the shotgun. Falcons defensive line gets really good penetration, and Williams never had a shot.
Oh, man.
Fucking terrible. Absolutely fucking terrible.
Well, I mean, that's the kind of mistake that could come back to bite us. You know, that's why I was saying initially I'd feel more comfortable with field goal, but then when you get down to that half yard away, you got the chance to really just take it to them, and we didn't, and that's going to be a bit of a momentum swing. They're going to say, hey, we can compete. We came out, we stopped them, and let's get a move on. But now the question is, can the defense step up? Can we Can we make an opportunity out of them being backed up against the goal?
Well, we did it in week 1 where we got the safety when we did this. So
Pick six update here for you guys listening. Kansas City defensive touchdown.
Sim got picked. Black.
Yep, pick six. Hoyer threw. I'm watching the replay here. It looks like their safety there. Honey Badger picked it off and ran it back for a touchdown. The Kansas City Chiefs are now up 26-10 over the Patriots.
That's about,
quarter.
that game. Yep, that game's about over now, I think.
Yep. And he threw it to my boy Edelman, which sucks.
I mean, you got to give it to Belichick for keeping it as close as he did without a starting quarterback on the road against hands down the best team in the NFL.
Super Bowl champs.
It looks like this was.
Oh my God! Why are they showing us that? They're showing that wild card game with Vic. I hate ESPN. I hate ESPN.
It's easy to forget that was the era before HD.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, backed up down onto the 1. They got Gurley in there. Hey, they're smart. They're not running a play out of a fucking shotgun, are they?
You got lucky too.
Yeah, honestly, I think they pass here. I mean, they've got two very
They
good.
did. They did. Yeah.
What am I on 9? Is that my 9th one?
Man, I'm so mad about that call. Like, that could be a game-changing call going forward.
Honestly, kind of a dangerous throw by them. You're doing a bubble screen.
Yeah, in the end zone.
In the end zone. If King makes that tackle, it's a safety.
Or if he jumps the route, it's a touchdown.
Yeah, they made the bet that Julio Jones is a bigger, stronger guy, and he was. He made the play, but dangerous call.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this one's way better. Strawberry pineapple.
Gurley runs to pick up a first down. Falcons' first down of the game.
Ooh, Gurley's eating today, guys.
Yeah, he's going to be getting lots of touches today. Oh.
I'm not sure what to do here. Either 20 seconds ahead or 20 seconds behind.
It's 1st and 10. They just pitched Gurley on the side. He ran for about 9 yards.
Yeah. I'm at
a minute 54.
15 seconds on the play clock on 2nd and 2 right now.
Oh, you're 2 plays behind.
Ahead.
Oh, 2nd and 2. Oh, you're ahead of me then.
I'm 20 ahead or 20 behind.
How much time is on the clock?
I got a minute 40 on the clock.
I got a minute 34 right now. That's
minute 15. Minute 15.
All right, your Mike's in front then.
Keep my mouth shut.
Man, this is great radio.
Yeah, we can't calibrate our streams together.
Ooh.
Whoa. What is 91 doing there? Getting up in their tight end's face. Was that Preston Smith?
Yeah, it's Preston.
And that could be a stupid penalty. He's lucky he got away with that. So, if you guys are the Falcons, what's your game plan here? How are you attacking the Packers offensively and defensively?
Short passes and runs. Same thing they did against us last week.
You think short passes? You wouldn't go deep with Julio Jones and Calvin Ridley?
No. Not after the way the game started.
Oh my gosh.
Every now and then maybe take one here and there, but you start doing them deep passes, your completion percentage plummets, and puts a lot more stress on that defense. Oh, come on, Z! Oh, what the fuck, Z? You gotta finish that.
It was a really good 1 yard or no yard run by the Falcons.
Z's gotta find a way to bring him down.
Let's
Well,
see.
you would hope in that situation you got, backup coming in to help him out. He was the only guy there.
4th and 5 for the Patriots. 6 minutes left.
Yeah, I mean, just watching that play,
Amos is down.
He's out there.
No,
but
Savage. That's Savage.
every one of our, that can't be good.
All right, he's a little bit of a limp, but looks like he should be okay.
So I'm curious who they're going to slot in. I mean, Will Redmond had
Oh,
bad plays last week.
I would prefer Raven Green.
As would I. Which I'm surprised how much. Oh, Redmond's heading out there. Just saw him
All right.
walk on the field.
All right. Well, hopefully Savage can get back in there pretty soon. Savage goes right into the tent. Well, at least
So 2nd and 9. Falcons are at about their 23.
nice tackle by Redmond too. Hey, at least Redmond's better than At least he's better than Balju.
See, he made the play, but it was the same kind of tackle that he whiffed on multiple times against the Saints. He's going in and putting his head down, so he's not.
Well, yeah. So he can make that play against Hayden Hurst. He can't make that play against Alvin Kamara.
I mean, you got to break down, follow through. If you put your head down,
Yeah.
very easy for the offensive player to
Make or break moment for the Patriots right here. 4th and 5. 6 minutes left. Hoyer drop back the pass. Completion to Edelman. The drive is alive. First down. Sorry for the interruption, guys. Continue.
It's still 10-26, right?
10-26. About 6 minutes and 30 seconds left.
All right.
It's first down for the Patriots. They're moving the ball. They're down. Was it 16? Right. So it's a technical 2-score game.
So, Mike, as I understand it, you're a Dolphins fan, right?
Unfortunately, yes.
So, how long do you think until we see Tua starting games?
I'm hearing rumblings as early as this week. But I don't think so. Personally, I want Tua to sit a whole year. If it was up to me, let him sit until week 13, week 14. Give him a couple weeks at the end of the season. I don't think Miami's in playoff contention this year. I think they're a vastly improved team. Obviously, they've been competitive in the games they've been in this year, only losing by a couple points. But I just don't. I think they're lacking that oomph factor. And Fitz does not have that. Obviously, he's a very good game manager. He's really good when he's playing ahead, but when you need to come from behind, he lacks that star power to be able to drive the ball down the field, and that they showed that against the Seahawks, that they couldn't move the ball fast enough down the field.
Yeah, honestly, I'm surprised they played the Seahawks as tough as they did. I think Fitzpatrick. I think the mentor role will suit him very well. Harvard guy. He's obviously very smart. He's been on a lot of different teams. I think Miami's got a good foundation in place. I think your coach, Brian Flores, I think the team plays hard for him. And there's definitely pieces, but, right now, I agree. I don't think their playoffs aren't really a consideration this year.
No, I put them in the 5 to 7 win category at this point. The Jaguars game really surprised me. I don't know if it was a short week or whatnot, but that game kind of surprised me. But actually, the Seahawks game surprised me more. It was more competitive. Looks like the Packers game is up.
Here's a little fun fact. The Packers held Matt Ryan and the receivers to 12 yards passing in the first quarter.
Really?
I'll take
Good
that.
start. Take that.
I will take that. Another little fun fact. Aaron Rodgers needs only 3 more passing touchdowns to get to half of as many as he had all of last year.
Did he make that catch?
He did.
Alexander was in position, but he wasn't looking for the ball.
It was zone. They were playing zone, I think. Yeah. He just kind of sat right down in that zone.
It looks like the Packers are playing a lot of zones. So
Yeah, probably not trying to let them beat him over the top. Probably doing a lot of cover 2.
yep.
Get there, Z. Yeah, of course you won't.
Looks like we had another turnover for the Kansas City Chiefs. It looks like the Patriots are done.
Yeah, stick a fork in them. That game is done.
Yep.
Ty Summers getting inside linebacker for us again this week.
Yeah, I mean, with Christian Kirksey being injured,
Yep.
your options are Ty Summers or Oren Burks. Or...
I do think that once Kamal Martin returns from the IR, he'll probably take that over if Kirksey's still limited.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see after the bye week who we're pulling up from IR. You got to wonder, oh, come on, Amos, lay out for that.
Right.
Matt Ryan, with an errant pass, hits Amos in the hands, but he can't quite bring it in. But yeah, I got to wonder if EQ might be coming off the IR after the bye.
I would love that.
Kenny Clark back. Devontae Adams, I have to expect is going to be back after.
Yeah, he'll be back. He'll be back.
He sent out a tweet earlier today, which was later deleted.
Don't even get me started on that tweet.
He was ready to go.
I had him in my starting lineup fantasy wise up until about 12. When Andrew pointed out that he wasn't playing. Well, thank you, Andrew. I appreciate that.
It actually looks like we came with some rare pressure.
Yeah, we haven't gotten too much pressure. You know what? The sack numbers are down this year too, so much. I know I gotta look at the pressure numbers to see if they're similar, but I know the sack numbers for sure are down.
Well, I'm not even talking pressure in general. It looks like we actually came with a blitz on that, which seems very rare for Patton. And we did put the pressure on.
Oh,
Ryan.
wow.
I will.
Wow, that's a surprise phone. That's a surprise call right there.
I will say that the Falcons are going for it on 4th down.
All right. Okay. All right. Don't tell me what happens.
Falcons going for it on 4th. Where are they on the field right now?
4th and 3, and they're on our 40.
Okay, 40, that makes sense. Long field goal. I mean, it's a big chance for the defense.
Yeah, big time right here.
But Darcy's happy right now. Let's put it that way.
Why are we playing 15 yards off the ball on a 4th and 3? Please tell me that. Why?
Oh my God. What is that? Why?
Come on. Are you kidding me?
That's some bullshit.
And we had pressure on Ryan, but once again, starting the season without Kenny Clark.
We sent a safety blitz. We set Amos on that on the blitz.
Ryan steps up, easy peasy, because there's no push in the middle. Finds Jones coming over the middle for a 1st down.
They're marching. This can be a 99.
Tackle. I mean, we almost let Jones break 3 tackles and be off to the races. Thankfully, he kind of lost his balance on the last hit. But yeah, they're at the red zone.
Good play. Good stop by the D on that.
That's Kevin King. Nice stop.
I'm still waiting for this D to have that standout shutdown game that I feel like they can have. Obviously, it's going to be a little tough without Clark in there as well as Kirksey, but everyone else is healthy. Well, and Gary, but
yeah, I mean, honestly, I would say this defense kind of taking a step back from last year.
Yeah.
The defense won us some games for last year.
God, what is Preston Smith doing?
Good open field tackle.
Didn't see that a lot last week.
Alexander, man, he just broke down perfectly. Nice tackle.
Hey, if I'm Green Bay, I'm re-signing that man this offseason. I ain't even trying to play any games with him.
Yeah, I mean, the core of the defense is Kenny Clark, Jair Alexander, and Zadarius Smith. Anyone else is replaceable.
Yep.
Looking at a 3rd and 11.
Get pressure and get there.
Stop them short.
They going for it though.
They're going for
Really?
it.
You think they're going for it? This is an interesting choice, but I mean, this is a coach knowing that his job's on the line. What does he have
Yeah.
to do?
They
Timeout Falcons. Actually, timeout Packers.
they're
Timeout.
they're going for it all the way until the end here. They're gonna go for it on every 4th down.
And you got to wonder, Dan Quinn seems scared to me right now. You're going for it. There's no reason to go for it at this point. It's a 4th and 2.
His job's on the line at this point.
And that's what it is. But when you're already showing that to your team in the 2nd quarter, I don't think that bodes well for them.
I don't know. I feel like my job's on the line. I'm kicking a field goal right here. I'm still trying to give myself the best chance to win. At least getting some points on the board's gonna do that. But
Dan Quinn being aggressive. They are going for it.
well, they are 0-3, so what do they got to lose? So however,
this
0
going
and
to be a
3's
big down right here.
I do apologize as I have Matt Ryan on my fantasy roster right now. So
Get out of here.
Probably the worst guy you could have being a guest on your little Shang right now.
Oh, come on. You gonna let Matt Ryan scramble for the 1st down?
we sent a 4-man. Well, no, it was 5-man.
We got 5 coming.
Rush.
And once again, the middle, just no pressure. No pressure whatsoever.
This is gonna be one of them slow burn drives where they just slowly 16 plays, man. 16 plays, 9 minutes, 94 yards they've racked up against us.
I mean, this is exactly the kind of drive the Falcons want. You keep the ball out of Rodgers' hands. Ooh, come on, bring them down. Jesus Christ. Someone's got to teach these motherfuckers how to tackle.
Exactly.
They got him for the loss, but they should have had him for an even bigger loss.
Bring back Kevin Green.
Well, looks like Packers are blitzing.
All right, so who missed that first one? King misses the second. Oh, it's Savage. Oh, Savage is back in the game. So
That's good to see. Yep, Savage is in there.
And he did get up from the first missed tackle and he hustled.
All right, we got Jair on Ridley.
Dude, I hate these formations. We're playing 12 yards off the receiver.
Yeah, they're playing. They're doing the same thing. They're doing the same defense that we used against the Chiefs when they tried to limit Tyreek. Actually, it's the same thing against the Saints. Give them everything underneath. It's that bend but don't break defense.
Yeah, well, we've bent to the tune of 95 yards right now.
Yeah, which is a fine defense to play, but you can't always break. Like you gotta.
Oh, we're looking at a 3rd and goal. We know they're going for it on 4th, even if they miss this.
Unless they get a sack. I don't know, man. That's like 3rd and 10 or 4th and 10, but they come. They're kicking the field goal. All right.
We're fortunate that Ryan's just making some bad decisions. Frankly, if he tried to run it, tuck it, and run it there, he might have. Oh my
gosh! Something. No way! No way! I'm messing with you.
I'm gonna kick you out. You keep messing with me like this. Keep messing with me. Don't be playing with my heartstrings, man. Oh, who's their kicker? Elliott Fry. Is his first field goal? I hope he's nervous. Shit. All right. Hey, that was the epitome of bend but don't break right there. So.
Yeah, you could say that again.
That ate up almost like Atlanta's going to win the time of possession battle for this game just based off that drive alone. Basically, it was almost like it was a 10-minute drive.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I think it's pretty important that we have a long drive of our own here.
Yeah, give our defense a little bit of a break. You know, they gotta be gassed here. Like we cannot afford a 3-and-out. If we get a 3-and-out, they're gonna march down on us quick.
I mean, if we come out of this drive with a touchdown, we'll be getting the ball to start the second half, and then we could begin to roll.
Uh-huh.
So this is a pretty important drive in terms of regaining controlled game, setting the tone.
Mm-hmm.
Because the defense, they just got walked all over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, give this defense a little bit of a breather here.
I will say the Chiefs Patriots game is officially over.
Fine, we got a final there.
Not a final, but they Patriots turned it over on downs with 1:30 left, and they only have one timeout.
So yep, pretty much.
It's basically over. So going into next week, the Patriots have Denver, then a bye week, but then they go into a pretty semi-rough stretch where they go with San Fran, Buffalo, the Jets, and then the Bills. So
all right.
that might be a deciding factor for the Patriots this year.
Yeah. Well, I think it's definitely the Bills' division to lose at this point. So
I would agree.
but hey, the Bills are still the Bills, probably. So we'll have to see how they do in the second half of the season.
I would agree.
They got to prove it against the big boys. You know, they have had
Hey.
some good victories so far this season, but
Cody, you know all too well. It's not about how you start; it's about how you finish. So.
And the Bills have a more difficult schedule in their back half than they do in their front half.
Yeah, they have a pretty cupcake schedule besides the Chiefs, I would say, on this front half.
They have a pretty tough schedule on the back half. So
yeah.
They play a lot of tough teams, including the Ravens, the Steelers, the Browns. You know, they have the Dolphins in there again, which I'm not saying that that's a hard team, but, you know, it's a division game. And the Dolphins did wipe the Patriots.
Don't offenses usually average around, like, I don't know, 60, 70 plays an entire game?
Plays.
Like total offensive plays? It's around like 60 to 70, right?
Probably 60, something like
60?
that.
The Falcons just had 20 plays on that drive alone.
Holy cow.
20 plays on that drive. They're one third of the average total plays in a game on one drive.
Yeah, this drive is important for the offense because if that defense goes back out there again, they are going to be gassed.
Tell you what, them boys gonna be sleeping good tonight in Green Bay. I'm glad it's not an away game for them. I feel like it's been, because it kind of has. I feel like it's been a whole quarter since we've seen Rodgers out there.
Yeah, and that's also, you got to worry about offense losing its rhythm being off
Yeah.
the field for that long.
Wait, A.J. Dillon is out there, I think. He was. Just saw A.J. Dillon out there.
Yeah. MVS, nice 15-yard gain there.
Yeah.
Yeah, your average is pretty spot on.
Yeah, I thought it was around 60 to 70.
It's I would say between 60 to 80 per game.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the Falcons should be closer to about 80 by the end of this game. So
probably 70, right around 70 is the average.
Is that AJ? We keeping A.J. Dillon out there? We are.
It's kind of interesting that you're shifting to Dillon rather than Jones or Williams.
Especially after being off the field for all that long. There's they're fresh. So Dillon's coming off. I gotta imagine Jones coming. Yep, Jones coming in.
All right, we're looking at the 2nd and 7 here.
Rodgers did say that he thinks Dillon's coming along, but he's still doing just basic rookie mistakes, and he's not concerned about the rookie. He thinks he'll be fine, but he's just not there.
Yeah,
There's Urban.
His first snap, they sent him out on a pass route.
Yeah, same. Well, actually, I'm not too surprised. They have said he's really struggled heavily with pass pro, which I guess kind of makes sense, I guess. Rodgers probably wouldn't feel too comfortable having him back there protecting him if he had any concerns about his pass pro.
Yeah, honestly, sometimes I feel like that stuff gets overblown. Though, like there's ways to work around that. You can send a guy out as a safety blanket receiver, and sometimes that's just as good as being there to pick up a blitz.
Yeah, yeah.
They ruled it.
Anyways, Tyler Irvin picked up a first down on a nice little running back screen there.
What's this? Oh, you talking about that play there?
Yeah. Oh. Ooh.
I heard Mike say incomplete. So
Pretty tough. You guys are about 30 seconds behind.
yeah, I know.
Got to say, my prediction of Rodgers not taking any sacks, I got very concerned on that one. He kind of
You get
magic
the
manned
ball
it
up very
out.
quick. I will say
Hey,
that.
if there's if there's any multimedia companies out there watching the stream that would like to sponsor the channel and give all of us some equipment to calibrate our systems better, I am open to offers. So
That's on only beer 6 right now.
All right.
ah,
The shotgun.
oh, Roger's a little hot about that. Probably thought it was supposed to be a pass interference.
He seemed to be on him pretty. I probably would have called pass interference on that.
Let's see.
Let's get a better look.
Yeah.
Change his
Was he
direction.
was he within the 5 yards or
Oh, he's all over. He had his
he
arm
did
wrapped
signal what?
around.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Here we go.
That was clear pass interference, man. We're looking at a 3rd and 10 now. Man, if we don't convert this, Falcons
Jones
got
isn't
a lot
in.
of time to march down the field.
What happened?
Jones isn't in. We got Irvin in there.
Looks like Falcons
What
are
are
a
we doing?
man.
What are we doing? He's scrambling. He's going out wide. Oh, he's going fucking really deep. And there's no one there with a flag. Oh, give us that flag.
Oh, you're not
Honestly, I wonder if
Is
that's
that
gonna be
holding? I think I'm gonna call holding.
you're going to be okay with it, but not happy. Let's put it that way.
Does it give us a first down?
Falcons defender down. Looks like he's in pain.
Neutrals or 2 offside penalties. We gotta replay the freaking down.
I don't know why Rodgers overshot that ball so much. His receiver had a chance at it.
He probably thought that he was getting the penalty regardless, so he just
They
went for
called
it.
that pass interference.
It'll just be like the Rams. And
Oh
Bills
my
game.
God. I couldn't hear you guys are talking. It went to commercial on my end.
Oh, tell that guy to get the fuck up and stop faking.
But if they ruled that pass interference on the Falcons, I'm not sure about that.
Maybe they're making up for the previous play that very clearly should have been pass
You know what?
interference.
Was that pass interference or illegal contact on the Falcons?
Sure. Hey, I'm actually fine with that guy being down on the ground. It gives our defense a little extra time to get a breather. So
Dude, that guy looks like he just ruptured an Achilles or something.
Yeah, non-contact injury, those are never good.
So I mean, second quarter is flying by.
it's a quick game so far.
And I mean, honestly, it's probably going just as the Falcons would like it to, not becoming a high scoring thing, where Rodgers is dominating their defense. If the Falcons are in position at the end of the game where they have a chance to drive for the win, I don't think they could ask for more going against a superior team.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do some around the league from all the games happened yesterday. Chicago, they were tied with us for division lead 3-0. Thanks
Fuck
to the
Chicago.
Colts. They are down to 3-1, and the Nick Foles magic has officially ended. Dude can only play well when he comes off the bench. If he starts a game, he's a bum.
More or less, yeah.
So Bears fall to 3-1. Vikings did pick up their first victory against the Texans. Got Bill O'Brien fired, so they are now 1-3. Lions, they played really close against the Saints. Saints did pull out the W. Matt Stafford didn't look particularly sharp. The Lions defense, bad as always. So I mean, I think I read that they had a 10-point lead at one point and blew it, which they've got to be approaching some sort of record now for
Right.
blowing double-digit leads in the season.
Yep.
I got to think Patricia is on his way out
Mm-hmm.
by, I don't know, we get to game 10 of the season or something if his team's still playing like this. But yeah, so Lions, they fall to what are they,
1 and
or
are they 2-2?
No, 1-3. 1-3. They beat
1-3.
they beat Cardinals was their only win.
Yep.
All right, 3rd and 10.
Quick
Roger
3rd 10.
got a bunch formation.
Oh, they're sending the house. Got it. MVS.
Nice. Roger's showing
Hey.
a lot of trust in MBS right now.
Hey, this could be the night that if MVS is never going to have a better shot than he has right now to break out and like really turn some heads. This could be the MVS game by the time this night's over with, if he wants it to be. He clearly.
I would love to see another replay of that. Falcons they double blitzed the A gaps. Williams picked up one, and then I didn't see which of our it might have been Lucas Patrick got a piece of the blitzer that tripped him up. It was a really good pickup.
So one thing I'm really interested with this game so far is we saw a lot of Aaron Jones early. Haven't seen a lot of Aaron Jones carries since that first drive, really. They really, we saw Dylan get a couple. We've seen Jamal Williams really starting to get a lot of these carries here going forward. In fact, I haven't really even seen Jones out there much. Almost makes me wonder if something's going on with him.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering right now.
I know last year they had the Jones drive and then the Williams drive where they would take turns and stuff, but I'm gonna look into that. So
Williams with a nice catch and run there, picks up the first, probably about 10, 12 yards. He looks like he's trimmed down this year. Looks a lot like he did last year.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Jones not being out there, and Dylan and Williams taking over. Got to wonder if maybe tweak something. I mean, we didn't see any obvious injury on the broadcast. So maybe they're just being cautious with something. I mean, God, if he's down, you're looking at your top 2 receivers and your top running back being out.
Oh.
All right, bro, you got to remember you're ahead of me right now.
You'll see it. See it.
It's Falcons, nice stop for a loss. Probably lost 3-4 yards on that handoff.
Almost a freaking horse collar.
Yeah. Oh, who was that? Was that Sternberger out there? Should have had that block. Yeah, it was. Oh no, that was Degura. And he just completely missed the block. Must have not known the assignment.
Yeah. 2nd and 14. We are in field goal range, but I would really like a touchdown. Oh, okay. Well, this puts us in 3rd and 14, which makes it extremely difficult to pick up a first, especially in the red zone here. He is looking for a flag. Not going to get one.
Rogers put that ball where it needed to be.
Yeah, either MVS was going to make a hell of a play, which he almost did, or he's not going to make a play at all.
MVS, he didn't have the feel. If that were
MVS needed to get his second. It was almost like he was trying to like bait the corner into like grabbing him or something like that. He needed to get that other hand over there and reach up and try to get 2 hands on that ball. 3rd and 14. I don't see picking up a first. Like, I don't see a first down here. Just try to get closer to it. Well, he's gonna go for it though. He did. Touchdown. Maybe.
That's a
touchdown. That's a touchdown.
That's Tanyan?
That Big Bob Tanyan, baby.
I think that's 3 games in a row. Tanyan's got a touchdown now.
Big Bob, baby. It's Big Bob.
Man, that's this Packers offense in year 2 of LaFleur. They're aggressive and they do not let up.
Cody, you are correct. That is the 3rd game in a row where Big Bob Tanyan's got himself a nice, shiny touchdown.
Running free through the secondary. No one anywhere around him. Yeah, that's a nice toss by Rodgers. I think Tanyan's really starting to gain Rodgers' trust.
He
And
showed flashes last year. He just didn't really get the opportunities. We had Jimmy Graham on that huge contract, so he was always going to play over
Hey,
him.
I want you guys to know I called this play right here. Coming
Did
up, I called this play.
you called the extra point.
I called this play.
Why would you call a missed field goal? Missed extra point.
Because that's my expertise is knowing
Every
when
time
kickers
he
are going to
says
miss a
that,
kick.
they miss. He's an ass.
Why would you do that to my team?
You ass.
That's my expertise. I'm sorry. I just know when they're going to miss a kick. I get a feeling.
Man, I don't like your feelings.
I go to Darcy. I go, he's going to miss us wide left. You watch.
And I
Got
know.
I got a feeling you might get yourself muted if you ever have any more of them feelings the rest of the game.
Yes.
Hey, I'm sorry. It's not like I have any ill will against the Packers. I
You
saw
want
the
Matt Ryan to put up a
situation.
lot of
I'm like,
fantasy
man,
points.
I don't think he's going to make that.
Well, I guess for news purposes, it's Mason Crosby's first extra point miss in like 2 or 3 years, I think. So.
Oh wow. But back to Tanyan for a minute. I was actually reading the other day. Apparently he played part of last year hurt with a similar core muscle injury to what Lazard just got surgery for. So apparently this is a type of injury that people can play through it, but it really reduces their ability to cut and accelerate. So I think the Packers wanted to get Lazard into surgery quickly so that he's going to be back for the playoffs. But yeah, I think that really limited Tanyan last year. And as you said, limited opportunities with Jimmy Graham up there. But this year, really, really excellent start to the year, to be honest.
Absolutely, especially if you can keep this up going forward, that'll be huge. It really does take tight ends a few years to really stand out and shine. This would be Tanyan's third year, I believe. So, yeah, if Tanyan can continue this development and then coupled with perhaps what Sternberger could start doing again next year, and as he's going into his third year, could have ourselves a really nice tight end group there, along with Degora. But I expect Degora to play more of an H-back role going forward here.
I mean, honestly, when's the last time you can say we had a nice tight end group?
I mean, not really since the Jermichael Finley days, but it was just more or less Jermichael Finley. So.
Yeah. And Jared Cook, he had a nice stretch, but his overall season with us wasn't as good as.
I think that if we were to re-sign Cook, he would have been solid going forward. The more he got used to our system.
Yeah, that's the thing. He needed time to adjust, and by the end of the year, he was playing real well, but never got the chance to see him stick around.
What do you think Mason Crosby's extra point percentage is on his career?
Oh, God, I don't know. It's got to be at over 98.
It's right on 98. 98%.
Yeah, my feed is getting real choppy right now.
Might be worth backing out and going back in. Giving yourself a nice little quick refresher. You might even bring you up to speed again. You might even be in front of me. That's a sweet sweatshirt. I want that sweatshirt. We're doing a good job stopping Gurley tonight. I tell you what, boys. All right, looks like the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning.
All right, so we're getting the ball to start the second half. If Falcons want to stay in this is an important drive for them.
Yes, hey.
A field goal would be helpful.
You know what? You know what would be a great time right now? We'll flash back to the 2010 divisional playoff game when we got a little pick six action right before the half. And then got the ball back after half. Oh, if history could repeat itself right now, that'd be great. That'd give us a huge boost going forward.
I'm trying to remember. That was Tremont Williams who got that pick, right?
That was Tremont Williams. It was a screen pass. They jumped the screen pass and took to the house.
And Tremont had a really just elite stretch of play during the playoffs of that Super Bowl year. Playing against the Eagles, Falcons, Bears, and then the Steelers. We had a lot of young up and coming guys in the secondary. Williams, Sam Shields, of course, Charles Woodson, the grizzled veteran back there coordinating everything.
Do we have Al Harris still on the team then, or no? He was gone by that point, I think, right? Al Harris was gone.
Al Harris, yeah,
Yeah, he was gone.
I think he had left the season before.
Yeah, I think so too. Boy, you remember Al Harris and Mike McKenzie, the dreadlock bros back there?
Yeah,
I
man,
think
it's always been fun having two really good corners. I just like watching that type of defense.
same. We finally seem to have it after searching for it and investing so much draft cap. Like Green Bay does prioritize having two good cornerbacks. Like that's a staple of the Packer defense, and they've invested a lot of capital over the last 10 years trying to get that since the Charles Woodson Tremont or Charles Woodson Sam Shield days. So seem to have our best duo and in at least the last 10 years, and Jair and Kevin King. So
Yeah, I mean, what I'm really hoping for the secondary to move to the next level would be for Savage to step his game up and really start making splash plays. He made a few in his rookie year, but honestly, he's been a pretty quiet safety over the past year or so.
yeah.
And he has all the tools to be a real playmaker.
All right.
Just haven't seen it.
I'm not sure where you're at right now, Cody, but they just went for the second down play. Missed
I'm
it.
looking at a 3rd and 4.
Yep, same. Calvin Ridley. So that's the Jair Alexander effect right there. What a shutdown corner. He is really blossoming. I would. Yeah. Yeah, get there. You get him down.
Woo! Woo! Oh, that's intentional grounding. That's intentional grounding right there.
Hold your thoughts, guys.
Come on. Did we get some fucking flag again?
That's about the most obvious intentional.
No, you cut a break.
On what? Intentional grounding?
No, illegal contact.
Illegal contact for what? For what?
On the Packers.
For who? Who did illegal contact?
Doesn't matter. He was out of the pocket. It didn't count.
All right, so that does go down as a sack for Raven Green. Coming in with a safety blitz right through the middle.
That's a big play. Big time play. And hey, this would be a fine time to get my number 5 bold prediction. Take this back to the house, Tyler. It's time.
Man, I'd be happy to just see him return a kick at this point. It seems like he's only called fair catches the entire season so far.
Yeah, they have not teams have not really given him too much of a chance to really return kicks so far this year. What is their punter's name? You know, Cody, I would love to go back to Green Bay and check out the new Titletown district that they have built. It looks real nice.
Returnable.
Jeez, how far ahead are you?
He's like 20 seconds ahead of us.
It's a struggle not to talk. It's definitely a struggle when you've been drinking and you want to talk, but you can't.
Can you oh, okay, a little bit. It works. Down to 50. Mike, can you just pause your feed for 10, 15 seconds and then press play again? That might work. Maybe.
Okay, here we go. That's a really good idea, actually.
I just
Yeah, no, I agree though. I would love to get back to Lambeau. Well, Rodgers is still suiting up in the Packers cleats. Hopefully
15 seconds.
attendance is a
Okay.
thing next year. We'll see. Obviously, limited capacity this year.
Yep. So I do got some potentially sad news though going forward. So as you probably have known, Brett Favre's Steakhouse is no longer in operation. That happened a few years ago. You probably did know that though, right? It was renamed to Hall of Fame Chop House, but still had a lot of Brett Favre memorabilia in there and Brett Favre influence. However, I have looked up. It does say that they are permanently closed now, so that restaurant is permanently
NG.
down. What's that, Mike?
I said NG, no good.
Yeah, no good. Had some of the best Cajun pasta I've ever had in my whole life there.
I've actually had the privilege of eating at Don Shula's Steakhouse in Lauderdale.
Mm.
Which is awesome. My uncle Kevin actually met Larry Zonka in that restaurant back in 2001. So,
Huh. Well, I'll be
not Packers related, but still professional football semi-related.
Football steakhouse related.
Football steakhouse related.
Man, I just think it's funny every year when the 72 Dolphins pop champagne as soon as the last undefeated team gets their first L in the win-loss column. You got to wonder, is it ever going to happen again?
It was
So
close.
tough.
Close once. I mean, the what was it? What year did the Patriots go 16-0 during the regular season?
2007, right?
Yeah. Yep.
No,
Pretty sure.
somewhere in there. Yeah.
Yeah, because 2006 was the year that they drafted Packers drafted Rodgers, but then the next year is when the Patriots traded their third round pick for Randy Moss, and the Packers came close to potentially trading Rodgers for Moss.
2007 was
Yep.
when the Giants stole Brett Favre's lunch money in the NFC Championship game en route to defeating the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
I have 128 on the clock. What do you guys got?
129.
130.
All right, we're pretty close then.
Okay.
Cody, by the way, they are building a luxury hotel where Brett Favre's Steakhouse used to be. They actually demolished the whole building. So there you go.
I will tell you what. The Dolphins kind of did something similar at Hard Rock, except not with a hotel, but they've added multiple outdoor seating and or like outdoor bar viewing locations to watch the game at the stadium. So I think that's kind of the way to go for future games.
Yeah, probably. Plus, it probably just brings in more money to the area. So, all right, 2nd and 5, minute 31 to go. Rodgers pulling back, hits Jamal. What is going on? What's wrong with Aaron Jones?
Let me pause it a little.
Yeah, Aaron Jones has got to be dinged up or something right now. Williams makes a nice catch for the first down. We're moving down the field, got plenty of time.
We should be.
So there was a report 30 seconds ago on Twitter. Jones is on the bench area with his helmet on. He's just kind of walking around. No indications that he's hurt though. He's walking around fine. Helmet's on.
Back out there. honestly.
Maybe just giving Jamal Williams another round this go around.
What
Nice.
do you got? You just see that for first down play?
I just saw a screen pass to Tanyan.
I'm
It's now
so.
second. It's now second and like 8.
All right, what are you on the I'm at 27 seconds on the clock.
I'm at 25 seconds on the play clock. It's second and 7. Minute 21 to go.
121 on the game clock. I
Yeah,
think.
same second and 7. Just hit a little screen pass to Tanyan. He's about to snap the ball here.
I'm trying to get as close as I can to you guys as possible right now. I'm at 10 seconds.
Yep.
I think you're pretty close to us, man. I think
Same.
you're pretty close to us. Oh, Rogers, get down, get down!
Ooh.
Ooh.
Don't you ever do that ever again. Jesus.
I think they're calling a flag on it.
Probably for helmet to helmet.
Rogers is
Get the
looking heated
hold?
there.
Are you watching
Nope.
the game?
Holding on the offense, holding on back.
Scumbag.
Nope, Jenkins.
What?
You are a scumbag, Darcy.
I'm surprised Falcons player coming in like that as a headhunter.
Right?
You know, the NFL has already seen that you know you don't want your star QBs getting injured. That's not good for the sport. So, anyways, we take a holding penalty, replaying second down here. What is it?
Second 17. Wow. We'd be lucky just get into some field goal range at this point, potentially. Don't go down. Nice play. Just don't
Man,
go
Aaron
back. Oh!
I think they ruled that like a continuation of the tackle going out about.
I think you brought him down a little hard there, guy.
Well, okay.
Yeah, if that was on the Packers bench, we might have had a better chance at a flag. Being on the Falcons bench,
Yeah, they're all hyping up as a good hat. Get fucking
Rogers
Jenkins.
is sort of channeling the 2010 playoffs there.
Yeah. So actually, after all that, we only gained about 2 yards. So
3rd and 15, Falcons are way off the ball. Looks
yeah,
like
they're not gonna give up this first
they're
down.
gonna send 3 with a QB spy.
Yep,
Yeah.
we're just trying to get. Oh, maybe
Nice screen.
field goal, right?
You call time.
All right. Yeah, you got to take the points here.
Yeah,
Looks like Atlanta took a timeout here.
yeah. They still got. Oh, we're thinking about going for this, dude.
I don't know if I agree with that, man. It's
I would go. I would take the points. This would be
Field goal puts
16
it
to
at
3.
points.
I don't like this call.
I missed that.
Especially we already got stuffed on fourth down and let the Falcons march over 95 yards down the field.
Right.
Because I mean, if we miss this and the Falcons go on to score a touchdown, you're talking.
I wonder what the analytics say on this right now.
I will add that I do like the new Monday Night Football crew that they have. I think that's a lot better than last year.
Yeah, I hate Booger.
Yeah, this is a lot better.
Yeah, so we're going for it. 4th and 2, lined up in the shotgun. Falcons are
Oh,
right
he's
up
got
on
him underneath.
Yeah, and some. Is that Malik Turner or is that Shepard? Or Taylor, not Turner. Malik Taylor. Former Seattle Seahawk.
Picks up a big gain on a crosser.
He's a burner too. He's got some wheels. That's a nice route. Nice, just a nice play call.
That's wide open though.
Yeah, just a nice play call.
Rogers with the flick.
Bakhtiari gets away with a bit of a hold there. Man.
So the NFL did say that they told the refs to kind of cut back on the holding calls this year. So
Okay.
well, I mean,
Okay.
they said, is that Tanyan again?
That's 2 TDs.
Big Bob
and Rogers with 3 TDs in the first half.
You know, with Adams and
There's-
Lazard out, and now Jones also out. at least temporarily. We've all been waiting to see who's going to step up. A lot of people have been predicting Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
I wouldn't. I've been if any person asked me about anything going into the season, I would tell you anyone outside of Devontae Adams isn't going to be much of a threat to put up monster stats in Green Bay this year. We love our tight ends, so
correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that makes 5 touchdowns on the year for Bob Tonyan now.
5, yeah, and that makes 12 touchdown passes on the year for Rodgers. One more. He had 26 touchdown passes all of 2019. He gets one more touchdown pass in this game. He's officially halfway there to getting his total from last year in 4 games. So nice little pace he's on right now.
Yeah.
Real nice little pace. I'm gonna look more into this Aaron Jones thing, see what's going on with Jones.
I'm gonna go ahead and grab myself an end of half beer.
So it looks like, from what I'm seeing already, there's nothing wrong with Aaron Jones. They're kind of just giving him a little bit of a break. So.
It seems weird though to give your best player that long of a break.
That is a nice first half we are looking at now. Still some time on the clock. We still can't really let our guard down, but so I also stand a little bit corrected here on one of my bold predictions, Cody. Jamal Williams has 6 catches for 77 yards so far in this first half. He is cooking. So, Cody, I was just informing the fans here that Jamal Williams is cooking pretty good in the passing game. I potentially am going to be wrong on one of my bold predictions here. Jamal Williams has 6 catches for 77 yards as a receiver right now. That's not bad.
Some pretty good production out of your backup running back.
In just the first half alone, like that's a pretty good stat for a receiver in a whole game.
So wait, so what's the bold prediction that you would be wrong on?
Aaron Jones having the leading the game of all receivers and tight ends with targets and receptions. So unless he comes out, yeah.
Most TD passes at one venue.
Rodgers needs
currently 14 touchdown passes behind Brett Favre.
Yeah, he's got a chance at getting that this year, maybe. I think this is our second home game of the year.
Yep.
I believe, yep. All right, so 42 seconds. Falcons still have a timeout. They still have plenty of time to march down if we're not careful. So,
I mean, they're down 17 points right now, so they're
gonna be trying to get at least a field goal.
Their back is against the wall, and we're getting the ball.
So I don't know if you look, but yeah, we had 3 receivers wide open on that play.
Wow.
Tynan was open too.
Yeah, they must have just sold out for the run on that.
So I'm not sure if you saw it earlier. The Falcons secondary is just decimated right now.
I've heard they've had some injuries.
Nice hat. Keep everything underneath. Now's the time I'm okay with letting some like quick passes go underneath. Just nothing deep.
They got on the ball freaking quick too. You see
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, I did. Keep him in bounds. Keep him in bounds. Keep it in bounds. Thank you.
Yeah, call timeout now.
Man, he was fighting to get to that sideline.
Yeah, he was. It was like 2-on-1.
Really
This is
impressed.
where you want to see a guy like Zadarius Smith step up and get a big sack.
Yeah, just end it.
Right now?
Ooh, here we go. Clemson and the U next Saturday. ABC.
I still got.
There, B square.
That's right. Is that Grady Jarrett? Yep, Grady Jarrett. Second and 1, 18 seconds to go.
And it's kind of interesting. The Falcons paid Grady Jarrett so much money. Big defensive tackle, and their defense is just garbage.
Yeah. Get there. Yeah. Is that Z?
Yeah.
That's Z. Hey, there you go, buddy. There's Z. That's going to do it.
Did I not call it as the time?
That's great. What a play by Z.
Jersey say he pulled out. He had something written on his jersey.
Something for Breonna Taylor. Preston got in there too.
He's a guy. He's having fun out there. Falcons let the clock run out there.
All right. That's a pretty good first half football, I'd say, man. I'm happy with that. Besides that fourth, there's the goal line blunder. I'm happy with everything else.
If we didn't get stopped at the goal line, then let them drive 95 yards, this game would be a complete and total blowout at this point.
So here's something that I'm really happy about. Calvin Ridley, a dud right now. 3 targets, no receptions, no yards. Julio Jones, 4 targets, 4 receptions, 32 yards. I can live with that.
I don't know if you caught that. Julio wasn't even on the field for that last series.
So Julio could have re-aggravated something because both Julio and Kelvin were questionable going into the week.
I saw that, but he looked like he was pissed off talking to a coach walking off the field right there.
Yeah, so looking at the stats for the first half, Ryan's got a decent completion percentage. He's looking at 11 of 16, but we've really been holding him to short stuff. He's only got 98 yards on those 11 passes. Todd Gurley's got a 2.4 yards per carry average.
Love that.
9 carries, 22 yards. Leading receiver is Julio Jones, 4 catches for 32. So yeah, we're really containing the offense pretty darn well. And then as you pointed out, even with Jones not on the field, Jamal Williams
getting it done.
He's our leading receiver right now. 6 catches, 77 yards. Tanyan's got 4 for 57 and it's 2 touchdowns. MVS got 2 for 31. Rodgers spreading the ball around. So Darius has got a sack. Raven Green's got a sack. Pretty good showing thus far.
Yeah. I will piggyback off of something that Monday Night Football crew said earlier. I just saw that. I thought it was a really insane stat. Since 2016, the Atlanta Falcons have allowed 211 points in the final 2 minutes before halftime. That's a ton of points, man.
I'll throw out there that Steedham did go into play for a little bit in that game.
Okay.
He didn't
he probably finished the fourth quarter then.
He threw for 60 yards. That was about it. And an interception.
Oh. Sounds like they need Cam back real bad.
Yeah. I'm curious how long he's going to be out. I mean, it's like a minimum 2-week quarantine, right?
I unless there's some different rule for football players, I would assume he would be out next week too. But
I think what needs to happen is he needs to test negative in at least twice in a 2 or 3 day period. So he could test negative Thursday, Friday, and then potentially play again next Sunday.
All right. So I guess there's a open chance that he plays for next week. I know they
game plan though if you're the offensive coordinator and you don't know which quarterback you're rolling with until the end of the week.
Yep.
Well, I think it's not that hard to game plan against Hoyer or Steedham. I think it's more.
I'm saying for
Yeah.
Josh McDaniel on their side, coming up with a plan for whether you're going to be starting Newton or Hoyer or Steedham.
I still think you're limited. I don't think that the quarterbacks pose a threat. And based on how the Patriots have operated on their running backs, they don't have that number 1 running back or even number 2 running back that's really going to run all over you. Cam Newton is their best runner at this point. I don't feel like they pose much of a threat without Cam Newton. I think Cam Newton is their threat at this point.
Yeah.
Just based on what I've seen so far from him. So
Patriots might be going into a little bit of a rebuilding mode here soon, in the next few years, which would probably be just absolute music to all AFC East
I
fans.
will say, as a Dolphins fan, I am very happy that Houston is 0-4, as we own both their first and second pick in the draft.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure they hope that their season would be going a little bit better than 0-4 this year. So
I'm very happy about that to start. So, at the very least, we're looking at least a mid-round pick, first-round pick. Two, if they don't get any better, then potentially, early first-round pick. So,
Yeah, and I mean, you also got to consider the division that the Texans are playing in. That's not an easy division. You got the
no.
Titans in there. You got the Colts.
hmm
Jags aren't a great team, but they're a
But they
feisty.
play tough. Yeah, they play tough.
yeah, I would say that about all the teams in that division is they play very competitively within, for sure.
So I'm not sure if you guys were watching the highlights there. I did want to bring up that Cowboys Browns game was one of the craziest games I've seen in a while. That was like the epitome of a shootout. Like it was just insane. Anyone who
Yeah,
actually got
Browns
to watch
dropped
that.
49 on the Cowboys.
Yeah, when's the last time you can say you saw the Browns score 49 points in a game? I mean,
Well,
usually
dude,
it takes.
also, I read that Dak Prescott just set an NFL record, first quarterback ever to have 450 yards passing 3 games in a row.
Yeah,
McCarthy
yeah,
he's gonna throw until Prescott's arm falls off. So
yeah,
you
for sure.
have Ezekiel Elliott as your starting running back.
Yeah. Yeah, so Dak's playing on that franchise tender this year. They're definitely going to get their money's worth out of Dak and just throw the ball like
Who the heck was that?
80
Cooper
times
Kupp?
a game. Yeah, it was Cooper Cup. Cody, I'm going to just run by some quick Packer stats here at halftime for what we got. Aaron Rodgers is 18 for 22 for 228 yards and 3 touchdowns, and he sports a quarterback rating of 149 right now. He is balling, and he's super efficient right now. He is currently on pace, if he keeps this up, for 456 yards passing and 6 touchdowns. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, dude, honestly, Russell Wilson, current MVP front runner, he had a bit of an off game against Miami. I think he only put up 2 touchdowns. If Rodgers came out with a big 4 or 5 touchdown game, that could vault him right to the top of the MVP.
Yeah, Rodgers is going in this week. He was currently 4th in the MVP odds, behind, I believe it was Mahomes, Jackson, and Russell, and then Josh Allen was also behind Rodgers. So that rounds out your top 5, I believe. So
One thing I'm going to talk about around the league is a big divisional big conference news with the Eagles handed a loss to the Niners. Now, granted, the Niners are probably the most injury ravaged team in the league.
oh yeah,
Still playing with their backup quarterback right now. And they kept it tight, but they did lose to the Eagles. A loss like that could really come back to haunt them, especially in this new playoff format where only one team gets the playoff bye.
hmm
Packers have positioned themselves pretty darn well for that number 1 seed thus far, and there's a lot of season left to play, but at this point, I would say the Packers look like the class of the NFC. Maybe the Seahawks are up there with them.
Cody, do you think the Packers are for power rank? Nah, I don't really get into power rankings. I just think it's kind of silly and frivolous, but for the sake of argument, I get why they do it. Would you put the Packers in the top 3 for NFL power rankings right now?
Yeah.
Would you put the Buffalo Bills in the top 3?
I don't know if I trust them that much yet.
Uh, If they beat the Chiefs, if they beat the Titans and the Chiefs, yeah,
Oh,
I
hell
would
yeah.
put them in there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Bills have two really tough games. The Titans and the Chiefs, the two teams that went to the AFC Championship last year. So it's gonna be a tough matchup for them. Yeah. Who would you put on top of Green Bay in your top three rankings right now?
You know,
Probably
still
still the Chiefs.
still got to give it to the Chiefs. They're undefeated, Super Bowl champions. Any given game, their offense could just bust out and put up a 50 burger, but they've also got a defense to match now. Very aggressive Steve Spagnuolo defense.
Mm-hmm.
Got Chris Jones, Frank Clark, Honey Badger. There's a lot of talent on that defense. The fact that they managed to put that team together, re-sign their young guys,
Mm-hmm.
it's really pretty amazing. Chiefs are a sort of team. If you play 10 games against them, they're gonna win the majority of those games.
Yeah.
You got to hope for any given Sunday scenario, and that's what makes football so special. Is that
Hell,
each game is more important than when you have bigger sample sizes like in baseball.
yeah.
You don't get those special just moment in time, totally random events that
Mm-hmm.
you have to be there to see.
I mean, the Chiefs almost beat us last year with their backup quarterback. So that's a pretty good football team over there, out in the Midwest there. How do you think we would fare against the Seahawks right now?
Honestly, I like our chances. I mean, like
I
Russell
think
Wilson.
our corners match up well against the receivers. Russell's going to be a problem no matter what. With a healthy Kenny Clark, I think we can stop down.
Yeah, their run game hasn't been as good as it historically has been, and their defense has actually been a pretty big weakness thus far, particularly in the secondary. And that's where we're thriving right now.
So
is feasting on secondaries.
Yeah, their secondary hasn't played as good as they probably have hoped. However, I will say that Jamal Adams he's hurt right now, but he's looked fan-fucking-tastic in that Seattle defense. In weeks 1 and 2, I actually had a chance to watch. He's all over the place, making plays. He is now. I don't know if I would still have traded a first-round draft pick. That's a heavy investment, but
They did 2 first, didn't they?
2 first. Yeah, I mean 1 first probably. Yeah, for sure. Based on what I've seen so far, I don't know about 2 first, but he's a game changer, man. He is the best at what he does in the game.
Make no mistake, though, this is not the early 2010 Legion of Boom that we faced in the
No,
14
it's not.
playoffs.
They still got some playmakers, but it's not.
Yeah, they don't have the pass rush, man. They've got no pass rush on that team.
So this is something new this is like uncharted territory. Anytime I've ever seen a Matt Ryan game going up against the Packers, that now it's only 1/2 and things can turn sour quickly, but Matt Ryan has always torched us for over 300 yards passing, pretty close to 400 yards passing. I think almost every time we played him, I've never seen us hold Matt Ryan to a low passing yard game. This is arguably a first. So, in fact, I almost want to look that up and see what he's done against us in his career.
Dude, honestly, he's been off the mark on throws this game. Like, there are throws he should have had where he just had bad ball placement, and we've managed to get edge pressure, not so much up the middle, but even the edge pressure alone, like that's been disrupting them.
Oh, all right. What are we doing there, Irvin?
Yo, PP, I'm down.
We gonna finish your sentence?
No, I blacked out for a minute.
Oh, okay. You're down. I'm guessing it was gonna be a fantasy football thing. You're probably down, about what, 15 points?
I'm 99 to 84, basically, right now.
All right. Well, Matt Ryan's still got a whole nother half football, and you got.
Ryan's gonna have garbage time when the
Yeah.
Packers.
Yeah, there's gonna be garbage time plays. So,
So Matt Ryan, I need Matt Ryan to come through at this point.
I'm sure he will.
He's
All
only got
right, Jamal. Williams starts
Jamal
at
getting the carry. Aaron Jones is back out there though. It's nice to see.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that he was out there. I just saw Jamal.
Parker in.
Kevin King on the bike. What's going on with Kevin King?
Might just be keeping warm.
Hope so. Dan Quinn on defensive injuries. We got some rearranging to do, I would say. Matt, I love that. Matt Fleur, full on the gas for another 30 minutes. Fuck yeah, Matt. All gas, no fucking break.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the things I love about Matt LaFleur. Like he's just McCarthy. How many times did we see him get conservative and we lost games?
Too
because of
much.
it?
Too many.
LaFleur, he is out for the jug. Ooh, god damn. That
Oh
was a
my
hit.
God, what a hit. That's
That
not
hit.
the way Jones wants to get his first carry of the second half. Oh, he's down though.
Yeah, the Falcons defender who lays the hit, he comes up hurt. Jones, he pops up fine. But man, yeah, he just laid the wood there.
He
Stopped
did.
him in his tracks.
He got stood up in the hole for sure.
Third and
That's a-
6. All right, hey, let's not have a flip script here. Now Atlanta went 3-and-out in their first drive. Let's pick this up. Wait, what do I see a first and 10 for?
That was a first down?
Wait, what do I see a first and 10 for?
Yeah, I didn't think that was a first down.
No, something's wrong. I don't know what's up. Something's weird.
Oof. The Falcons are
Swarming on defense in a second. Yeah.
defense
Sounds like
line.
it looks like they made some pretty good second half adjustments so far.
I missed it apparently.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand that. How it went from like 3rd and 5 to 1st and 10. But
Unless
all
there was a
right.
penalty. I don't know.
I didn't know. I didn't see any penalty. But hey, all right, it's fine. I'll take it.
Well, we're looking at a 2nd and 13 now.
Yeah. All right, we got
Falcons
Irvin out there.
line getting
Jones.
after it.
I don't see Tanyan out there. We got Sternberger out there instead. 3 receivers.
Man, yeah, we
I don't like that call either. It's 2nd 13 and you call a running play?
this
I
drive
don't
has
see
been
it.
very run heavy, and the Falcons have just been meeting it right away.
Yeah, don't like it. I don't like it. I don't want to give the ball back to Matt Ryan with like 11 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
So Rodgers rushed up to the line, then called them back to the huddle. I think he saw defensive personnel.
Substitution.
Like,
Yeah.
I think he's gonna try to exploit
Um,
someone.
So this is something I will give credit where credit's due. He's done a good job of picking up 3rd and 13, but you can't expect him to keep doing this forever.
Look at that formation. It's weird.
Yeah.
That's coming blitz. Rodgers launches.
Oh, you gotta find someone.
Oh man. Oh. Dude, that was right in the receiver's hands. Rodgers he died. There's a dime. That was right where
I want to see a replay of this.
Yeah, I want to see who this blitzer was. He just knocks Lucas Patrick on his ass.
Yeah. Came in fast. Oh yeah, linebacker. I think it was that same linebacker that lit up Jones.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a great pass by Rodgers. Receiver.
All right, JK, get a big punt, dude. Big punt. That's a good punt.
Bigger effort.
All right. Hey, let's stop them. Let's stop them.
That's exactly what the Falcons needed. They get a big stop to start the 3rd quarter. Now they can sort of come out.
Let's go. Let's go.
Where's that mute button, PP?
He's got Matt Ryan on the end of the fantasy thing. He's going full fantasy. Yeah.
Or what? I get me 15 points. I'll be happy. Give me
like
15 points. That's it.
That's like it's like one drive for Matt Ryan sometimes. So
that's all I want. Get me 15 points. I'll mute myself.
Oh.
I'm gonna be interested to see Julio Jones is out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye out for him. I would keep an eye out on Kevin King as well. I mean, he could just be staying loose, but he was on the bike, so it's worth taking a note to see that. So it was interesting. Did you see those running back breakdowns? Jamal Williams actually led first half running back snaps, 22-19.
Yeah, I think there's something more going on. You don't pull your best player, well, your best skill player for no reason.
Well,
I wonder,
we did
may-
see
maybe-
Jones get
maybe he did something to upset the coaches or something. And they're
maybe.
trying to be a little, show discipline. It seems to me something happened there.
Mm-hmm.
And especially because, like, when he disappeared, they didn't go straight to Williams. They actually brought in the rookie. They brought in Dylan. I wonder if he did something to upset the coaches, like, hey, we're gonna give it to the young buck now.
Yeah.
Granted, this is all speculation. I don't know, but he was out there to start the second half.
Mhm.
Met some tough defensive resistance, but I think he's still got a lot of opportunity to get his. He does have a touchdown in this game already.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else here laughing?
That's my girlfriend.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what airwaves this was coming through. So, all right, Matt Ryan taking under center. All right, that's not how I wanted to start the second half.
It was a very
So,
decisive pass to start, and Savage just didn't have very good coverage there.
Hayden Hurst, the former Baltimore Raven tight end.
Get that
Yeah, I
tweet.
gotta say, I was interested in Hayden Hurst, but
Mhm.
I think the Falcons gave up a second-round pick for him.
Yeah, it was. Well, he is a young guy, but yeah, it's too rich for my blood.
Let's go. Oh, here we go.
Darius. Woo! Oh, are you kidding me?
You really caught that?
Are you kidding me?
Wow. Is that Ridley? No.
No.
That should have been an interception.
Hey, Matt Ryan's good for those, man.
We can't hold this in.
Why would he throw that ball?
I don't know, but that should have been a pick.
That's Preston Smith had it bounce off his hands.
Why
If
would he
he
throw
was
that
hitting,
ball?
Savage was right behind him, and instead Julio Jones ends up pulling it in off a deflection.
Man.
Not a good
Look at
start.
that! Look at that! They're already in field goal range off 2 fucking plays. That's the Falcons' offense for you.
That is
Right.
not a good
Yeah, I'm
start
not
at all.
throwing this ball.
So,
Dude, that's crazy. 2 different Packers should have intercepted
I don't
that
think he's
ball.
in the field right now.
so I haven't really watched their play-by-play stuff, but Savage and Amos have just not stood out as playmakers at all this year in
I mean,
any
honestly,
game.
last year it seemed to me that Amos wasn't necessarily a playmaker.
He had
was
moments though, like
He
the
had
game,
moments.
like the game clincher against
against the Bears. Yeah.
Bears, but
He
Savage.
he seemed more like the guy to get everyone in alignment, make sure everyone knows what they're doing.
Yeah, team
Savage, playmaker.
captain. Savage has not been making plays though.
I'm curious if one of our young corners is going to step up. Chad and Sullivan had that big pick six. Was that against the Saints or was that the Lions?
It was the Lions.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if maybe Sullivan steps up and makes a play here.
Oh, corner blitz. Jair's coming up. All right, that was a good stop. Good stop.
Hey, what time do you have on the clock right now?
9:06, 35 seconds on
A
the
little bit
thing.
ahead of you. That corner blitz, I don't know what they were thinking there because Alexander starts at least 5 yards off the ball before
Yeah.
the blitz. I mean, if that was a pass, he wouldn't have gotten anywhere close.
I'll give credit. This defensive line's holding up pretty good. Knock on wood for going up against Todd Gurley and a pretty adequate offensive line.
Yeah, you got to give him credit where credit's due.
For sure.
We have not been lamenting our defensive line.
Darcy.
Oh man, was that Smith got a real nice jump?
Oh.
I think maybe they're calling for offside.
Yeah, they're probably gonna give him for offsides.
Yeah.
Why are you picking on me?
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's offsides.
Yep. Damn. Well, I guess well, it would have been third down, but I was gonna say he really only got about 5 yards on that little scramble anyway.
Shot right now, right? Yeah,
Potentially
Second
they
down.
could.
I mean,
It
Packers
looks
are
looking like a
crowding the line.
blitz. It's looking like a blitz.
Oh my
Did
God!
I
Nice
get tipped?
pass, Matt Ryan.
I didn't like that because I was watching the linebackers. They seemed to just kind of be standing there. They didn't commit to either the run or the pass. They just kind of stood there after the play was snapped. If they show a replay,
Nice throw.
Like, what the hell is he
What are
doing?
you? What are you doing?
I don't know. It's either he was off or the receiver ran the wrong route.
Well, if he ran the wrong route, that's even worse.
Really? Running it on a 3rd and 5 and
Oh, they're gonna get it though.
probably get 10 yards there.
Yeah, they're in striking distance now, man.
I mean, this is 4-down territory for them, right?
Yeah.
So
This
at
is
this
not.
point,
This is the exact start I wanted to avoid. Like I didn't want to go 3 and out. And I didn't want them to come out. And they literally flipped the script. So they went 3 and out against us, and we scored, and now it's potentially
Julio
flip flopping. But
I don't know if it's going to
Julio.
happen on 1st down, but I'm calling they get a touchdown.
Julio is not out there. Julio appears to be potentially done for the game if he
Oh my God. Come on.
nothing.
Come on. How bad is our tackling?
Terrible, man. Terrible.
What a bum!
Julio Jones is out for the game with a hamstring injury. You will not see him the rest of the game.
You know, I got to say, it's a bummer to not see Devontae Adams play, but I'm also happy that we're giving him the extra time. He's going to have the bye week because that's exactly what you want to avoid. You don't want him to go out and be aggravated.
I know he wanted to play, but the same thing could happen that what just happened to Julio. He could have Julio just re-aggravated his hamstring.
Missed the extra point. Two
Hey.
missed points in one game, huh?
Where's Mike on that one? Hey, did you predict that one?
I mean, it's gonna be a game, PP.
It sure is. On this commercial break, I'm gonna go grab myself adult soda, and I will be right back.
Well, my two co-hosts are gone. I think one thing that's worth talking about here is Todd Gurley. I mean, you're looking at a guy who is arguably the best running back in the league just a couple years ago. Gets a big payday by the Rams. I mean, he led his team. He was the offense on a Super Bowl team. And then, you know, during that playoff run, started developing some knee problems. And then last year, those knee problems, you know, the Rams tried to downplay it. You know, they said he was fully healthy, but it was clear that he was never quite the same player he was in their Super Bowl run. Rams end up cutting him, you know, just a couple years after signing him to a big extension. And now the Falcons pick him up on, I believe, a 1-year deal. So, you know, Gurley's trying to take that chance to reassert himself.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately for him, it's looking like he's on a pretty bad team so far, which, I mean, they've got a decent offensive line. They got good quarterback, good receivers. You would think he should be getting more production. I really wonder if the Falcons have a coaching change at some point, if you're going to see a major uptick in offensive production.
You'd have to imagine, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've been containing him pretty well thus far. You know, he does score that touchdown there due to some poor tackling. But for the most part, I mean, we've been beating their offensive line. We've been hitting them in the backfield, not giving them a lot of room to run.
So you are Matt LaFleur. You're about to get this ball. Give it back to Aaron Rodgers. What are you calling on this drive? Run
Well,
heavy? Pass heavy?
based on how the first drive of the second half went, I don't know if I'm running it, man. I might just stay aggressive and keep passing. They haven't proven that they have anyone in the secondary capable of matching up. We've had receivers wide open.
Oh, come on, Irvin. Of course, there's a flag. Every time we ever get anything good for a kick return, it's a freaking flag. Wait. Oh, yeah, one of our.
On us. Gonna push it back 15 yards.
Oh, great.
It's not a good start, man.
No, not at all.
We're about midway through the third quarter. We're only up 11 points. But yeah, man, if I'm LaFleur, seeing how their run defense came out to start the half, I think I just tell Rodgers to keep slicing and dicing until they prove they can stop him.
He has played very well. I wouldn't be opposed to a little bit of a gadget play either with like a Tyler Urban or like an end around or something like that.
Woo-hoo!
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man, that was nice ball placement.
Man,
Rodgers is looking serious right now. He's like,
man, them fucking wheel routes are killing them right now.
and actually, it looks like that penalty.
Nope, that wasn't a wheel route. My bad.
It looks like the refs misannounced the penalty. It was not on us. It was on the Falcons.
Oh, are we up over? Are we in Falcon territory already?
Yeah, that play just took us past the 50, I believe.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Game time, baby.
Yeah, Jesus, we're in field goal range right now.
Mm-hmm. Hell
we're
yeah.
gonna run here.
Yeah, we're gonna start running the ball here. Is that Jonesy? That is Jonesy. Get to the outside, don't take a big hit.
I like that toss. They've been getting pushed up through the middle, so let's get out on the.
I wouldn't go completely against the middle because I like when Jones has hit those home run hits, they've been up the middle, but I would like to see a little more stretch plays to the outside too, though. Man, I can't believe that. I can't believe it was a 5th round pick.
One thing that we haven't seen very much in this game, which we saw a ton of against the Saints, is we would have our outside zones running, and then they would follow that up with the bootleg play action.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've seen one bootleg play action this game.
No.
God damn, that's some tough running.
Where is he? I lost him. Oh.
Oh wait, no, sorry.
No. I was gonna say the camera panned the lineman.
Yeah, I was looking at. I think that was Lindsey taking his man 12 yards up the field. I thought Jones was pushing right behind.
Well, holy
him.
cow! This is all of a sudden really big pivotal 3rd down. Now, I mean, you get a field goal, you go up by 14, but you want a touchdown here.
All right, Rodgers empty backfield. I think Bakhtiari had an early start there that they didn't call.
Yeah, what protection though? What protection?
Third
yeah,
touchdown?
but there's a flag. There's a flag though.
I don't know, man. Rodgers looks pretty happy. This might be on the Falcons.
Big Bob's gonna be the fancy pickup of the week.
Dude, yeah, this is the breakout game, man. He's got to be leading the league for tight end touchdowns right now, if not wide receivers.
He's got 5.
That's the touchdown. No, that's 6 right there. That's number 6, brother.
Touchdown, Green Bay! Woo! Rodgers officially halfway to his touchdown total of last year. Did it in game 4. Oh, that's awesome. That's great. That's great.
That's something else. I've never seen something like that.
Fuck no. Hell yeah, man. Hey, we needed that. Big Bob Tonyan, 3 touchdown week, man.
You know that Jay Sternberger and Josiah Degura and Big Dog Lewis, you know they're all going to be stepping up their game next week. You're gonna say, "Oh,
So
at least we got
I
Tony
would
Pollard."
say as like Tanyan's earned himself the reps he's going to get going forward, and he'll be a part of the offense. However, I know they really love Mercedes Lewis. He's not going to go away in this offense. Now, we have an offense that can house both tight ends as starters, especially with the injuries we have to the receiving court right now. So, but yeah, I mean, Tanya's not going to put up 3 touchdowns every week, but he's definitely going to probably play 50% or more of all the snaps going forward, I would say.
I mean, hey, of course he's not going to put up 3 touchdowns every week, but
Yeah.
I don't think that's anything to sneeze at. I mean, when's the last time Devontae Adams had a 3 touchdown game? Three
Yeah, it's
touchdowns,
been a little while, I think.
big performance. That he is balling out right now.
Yeah, he's
Falcons
big time.
not an answer for him.
He is big time. I will give him that. He is big time. That's why they call him Big Bob, man. Big Bob Tanya.
I mean, that was exactly the sort of answer we needed. That's I got to say it relieves the pressure in my chest. Starting
sure.
to feel like, oh man, I know these Green Bay Packers and this defense.
So
On the floor, every time I get that feeling, it seems like the team answers.
yeah.
Under McCarthy, that feeling creeps into your chest, and it all starts unraveling.
So Aaron Rodgers right now has 280 yards passing. He's only 20 yards away from a 300-yard game. 4 touchdowns. No interceptions. And Cody, he has not been sacked yet tonight. Knock on wood.
I'm still waiting for Jones to get his second touchdown.
How good has this offensive line been this year, man? Without without Balaga. Whew.
I
Do
mean,
we
I'll
got
say
the best offensive line in the NFL?
I think last week against the Saints was a decent test because they got Cam Jordan. But you got to keep in mind Marcus Davenport was out of that game.
True.
We haven't faced a
Do you see Rodgers counting on his hands? He's like, how many touchdowns you got me? He's like, 1, 2, 3.
I don't think we faced a truly elite defensive line yet. When we get to teams like Chicago, I think we're going to get a real good sense of just how good our offensive line is.
Okay.
Do you have the audio on?
No, but I know that Tanya and Kittle are friends.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Sternberger's got to be so mad. He's like, well, there goes my chances of getting on the field going forward. All right, let's see what we can do. Matty Ice is going to start slinging this ball around, so.
We got, what's his name? Kreese Barnes out there at middle linebacker.
Do you know what this game needs right now? It needs an interception.
Yeah. I mean, if you really want to turn it into the blowout and start pouring the points on, this is where the defense, you come up with a turnover. This game becomes real fun real quickly.
Mm-hmm. Time to bog down here. It's interesting to see them still running the ball, though. I like to see. Did you see Alexander coming in there trying to strip that ball out? That's what you like to see out of a corner.
Dude, I wish all of our players were as aggressive as Alexander. Like he's trying to make a play every time he's on the field.
I think it's not gonna be long before you see Alexander starting to sport that captain patch on his jersey.
What the hell is
Whoa! Is that false start on the offense? Come on, give it to us. You know you wanna. Thank you. Push it back.
That was one hell of a false start there. He didn't just flinch. He
Push it back. Push it back. Jake Matthews too. All right.
Yeah, I would really like to hear the name of one of the young guys in the secondary, Sullivan or or Jackson or Savage, someone stepping up and making a splash play here.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, we allow a first down. And that was actually, it looks like Jackson in coverage.
Yep.
George Kittle tweeting about Big Bob right now. Can't be stopped.
First and 10. Play action. He's looking deep. Nope. Hitting that little underneath screen. But picks up a first down. All right, you guys. All right, defense. You got to start bogging down here. Time to get serious.
Whoever made that tackle, they were in the backfield aiming.
Nope.
to
I
sack
would
Ryan.
I would guess that was either Z or Preston.
No. It was 24. I'm not sure who 24 is.
For it's not.
I don't think that's Sullivan.
No, could that be um
I wonder maybe Vernon Scott.
Jackson? No, Jackson's 37. He's actually in the game right now.
Man, Falcons going with a lot of.
Oh,
play
come on,
action.
get there.
Pick it off. Oh man. Yeah, dude, Ryan's throwing up some ducks. I could definitely see an interception here if we get the right pressure.
Mm-hmm. Hey, no positive plays on the second down. Force them into a 3rd and 10.
Hey Mike, how many fantasy points you need?
Like 13 or 14 probably.
Second and 10.
13.
Shotgun. Nice stop.
Nice play. All right, time to bog down here, you guys.
Dude, I gotta say, like, I was surprised by putting Kingsley Kiki at nose tackle this game. The middle of the defense has been a lot more stout as far as run defense. We still haven't been getting pressure for pass defense, but run defense, Kiki's been doing pretty good at the nose.
Why is he out?
All right, so King is out of the game right now. Didn't see why, but he's on the sideline with his helmet off. So we're probably putting Jackson out on the boundary as a replacement.
Stop him. Stop him. Get that sack.
Ooh, that was a nice open field tackle. Alexander, that man knows how to break down.
Right.
When the hell did this come out?
Hey, 3rd down stop, baby. Had to get a 3rd down stop. We got it. And they're going to go for it. So I'm going to keep this on for the 4th down play.
I ought to make a meme out of you. 4th and 6. This is game right here, right? If they miss this.
Not with the Falcons offense, but timeout. Holy cow, these helmets are really tight.
Our guys are scrambling around, didn't quite know what to do. LaFleur is pissed about having to call it, though.
Yeah, but this is a pivotal play, though. I get it. You stop him here. You stop him here. You're in good shape.
This guy can't take you seriously.
Well, I can't drink my beer with a helmet on.
You gotta get a crazy straw. I gotta say, this game's been a little less anxiety inducing than our previous 3.
Yeah, I would agree.
We won all of them. I would say we dominated the majority of those games, but we let them get pretty close at the end, closer than I would like. I think this 3rd quarter we've done a pretty good job of keeping the pressure on them.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing is to just stay aggressive. I mean, because in the 4th quarter, no matter how much you're up, you're gonna just
teams just have a tendency to go to the prevent defense, back off. That's usually when those garbage time points come in. But with a team like Atlanta, I've seen it happen. Like it's almost like like Dallas. Like you let Dallas have a couple freebies, and next thing you know, you're in a shootout. Because all of a sudden they scored like 28. I think Dallas scored 28 points in the fourth quarter to like come back. Yeah, and like come back in that game. Like, I know the Falcons don't have Julio in the rest of the game, but even without Julio, they got some really dangerous weapons, and they still got Matt Ryan and Gurley, and I just don't think you can afford to just go straight full prevent defense in the fourth and take your foot off the gas at all. So
I got
we'll
to say, I'm
see.
surprised the Falcons don't get Gurley more involved in the passing game. That was one of his biggest strengths on the Rams.
Yeah, he's caught virtually it's like 4 or 5 passes on the year or something like that. It's in fact, he hasn't been in the game too much in the second half either. I've seen Idle Smith in there. They got Hill in there right now. I thought this would be a Gurley play for sure, but guess not. Get there.
Dude, our defensive line's starting to get some pressure.
But there's a flag. Of course there is. I would not. Oh my God, are they going to call roughing the passer? You're kidding me. You are kidding me, Cody. Yeah, it is, Z. Oh, they called pass interference on
Jackson
too. Let me see this.
Yeah, it's iffy. It wasn't that hard of a hit. He kind of pulled back at the end. Oh, the refs want to keep the game interesting.
Yeah, go figure. Refs want to control the narrative.
Falcons are not abandoning play action,
Nope.
and you got to hope that the defense is going pass first at this point. But sometimes play action, even when they're not going to run it, your instincts just take over, and it can still have that split-second effect.
Man, if something like that, I would love to see nothing more than a turnover right here. It's like, don't let the refs control the narrative of this game. Like, just get a clear-cut turnover where they just can't mess with it. Man, they're liking those short little screens though. They're gonna do that all the way down into the end zone here.
That's what happens when you play zone, man.
Yep.
I just don't understand. You got a banged up Calvin Ridley and a bunch of Jags. Why aren't you manning up on them?
We got the manpower on the outside to do it, man.
Well, that's the end of the third. We're up 18 points, so 3-score game. Falcons are driving, getting real close to the red zone.
They are in the red zone, I think, right?
I didn't quite see if
Or
they're either in it or real close. Mike is probably licking his chops, waiting for a Matt Ryan touchdown right now.
He needs a big fourth quarter. From him. Falcons' fourth quarter is usually what scares me. So.
So,
Boy.
granted, we're only through 3 quarters, and this game is far from over.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to pick an MVP so far, who would you say?
Rodgers. Aaron.
I was going to say Tanyan.
Tanyan, but yeah, I mean, all right, yeah, it can go both ways.
Yeah.
Like he needed Rodgers throwing the ball. But.
I mean, I'll say this: I think when we get the ball back, LaFleur stays aggressive. I think Rodgers gets another touchdown before this is over.
I could see that. I almost feel like this game's really not going to be in the bag really unless we do get another touchdown potentially. I mean, we're up, but we're not up to a point where I feel comfortable, like really comfortable yet, calling anything. I mean, it's still a whole quarter of football left to be played. I will say this, regardless of the outcome of the game here in this fourth quarter, how impressed are you with not just the coaching from LaFleur, but just the resiliency of this team to be on the verge of 4-0 with missing Devontae Adams for multiple weeks, with missing Kenny Clark for multiple weeks. We're not playing with Rashawn Gary this week or Mercedes Lewis or Kirksey. I mean, holy cow, we're missing some freaking stars on our team. And the Falcons are no pushover team, even at 0-3, and the Saints aren't either. So to be potentially winning two of those, like the Mike McCarthy Packers could not have done that.
Yeah, I mean, I got to say that going into this game, it's a classic trap game. You got a talented team that's underperformed. They're highly desperate. And you've got a
Here we
team,
go.
3-0, maybe a little overconfident. Yeah, McCarthy era, this would have been a dogfight the whole time. LaFleur stayed aggressive. He's schemed ways to succeed without his top two receivers, without his best defensive player. It's I'm really impressed. And once again, I'll say it. I think we're the class of the NFC. I haven't seen a better looking team thus far.
It's probably going to carry him to a first down. So it's going to be first and goal on the 4, it looks like. What's interesting is I have not seen Todd Gurley in this game like at all in the second half much.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
And there he is right there. It doesn't even look like he's going in anytime soon.
Like I think he still can be a player. I don't think his knees are as bad as people make it out to be, but I don't know. I guess the Falcons disagree. Although the state of their organization, maybe they're not the best evaluators.
Yeah, shutting them down there on that run. Our run defense has looked okay.
Yeah, Ty Summers and Lowry in on that tackle. I think Ty Summers has really kind of grown into that middle linebacker role.
He played good in preseason last year, I remember, because I did sit down and I watched all the preseason games last year, and he really stood out. His issue's always been just overplaying things. Like he'll overshoot his assignments and just get himself out of position, but he is a pretty good tackler. Not the best open field tackler, but oh,
come on,
really?
Savage just let Matt Ryan move him out of the play.
That's ridiculous. And it was Gurley. They let Gurley go in and get that.
Oh Christ, they got to be showing this tape to the defense all week long. Darnell Savage, you're gonna let the quarterback not only block you, but move you out of the play.
That's ridiculous.
Pathetic.
Poor Mike's got to be so freaking mad right now that Matt Ryan didn't throw that touchdown. All right, man. Hey, we got to go get more points. Let's go score some more points. We're not done yet. We are not done yet.
Yeah, and I mean, Kevin King, he was out that whole series, so that really softens up the defense. These Falcons, they could continue to move the ball.
Yep.
So while we're in commercial break, why don't we take a look at the upcoming schedule, Drew?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea, Cody. So the Packers will be on a bye next week, which is probably well deserved. We do have some pretty significant injuries, as well as some guys right on the verge of coming back, which can't hurt to give them one extra week there. But then we have probably the afternoon game of the week. One I'm really looking forward to covering with you, Cody. I think it's gonna be a fucking blast, dude. One of my favorite games on the season. Packers and the Bucks. It's gonna be a 4:30 game. It's gonna be in Tampa, so weather's gonna be nice and sunny and shiny. We get to see Rodgers and Brady go at it for possibly the last time. And that matchup has kind of eluded them over the years too. So way back when Brady played with the Pats, we only played them every 4 years, and Rodgers was out with a concussion the 1 year. Matt Flynn had to play. And then the year after that, or the time after that, they did play, and Rodgers did have a pretty convincing win against them. It's going to be a really fun game.
Brady so far this year, he has been showing the signs of age. He's been throwing some more interceptions. Hasn't looked quite as good as in the past, but he's still got that it factor. I mean, the comeback that he led this week against the Chargers, I think Bruce Arians even came out and said last year we would have lost that game by 20 points.
Yeah.
But, it's with Tom Brady, you're not out of any game. And I think that Buccaneers defense actually, I would say they're probably one of the best looking defenses in the NFC. So
they're young, talented, with lots of high draft picks. They got Vita Vea. They got I know they really like their secondary there. I think their linebackers are some of the best in the league there.
Devin White, Levante David.
Yep.
They've got a lot of talent on that defense. A lot of talent on the offense. That's going to be a tough matchup. When we did our preseason breakdown, I did call it a Packers W. But it's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, I think I did. I remember calling this one. I did think Brady was going to squeak this one out against them, but we'll see. Packers have been playing a lot better than what I anticipated this year. Rodgers under center. Our game after that is going to be against the Texans, which will be another interesting game given the season they're having. Aaron Jones with the hard run.
There we go. That's the Aaron Jones I know and love.
Keep eating, young man.
And we haven't gotten to see his signature shades yet. I think he waits until the second touchdown to break them out.
He did bust them out sparingly on his first touchdown he had in the first quarter. But the camera didn't pan to him too much.
Okay, Wagner was actually out there on that play and making some nice blocks.
We're gonna have to get ourselves a pair of Aaron Jones sunglasses here for the watch party for the second half of the season, I think.
Yeah, did you see that Wagner got on that play, Drew?
Yeah, he was on the right side, so it was interesting to see him all the way out there on the left. Aaron Jones with a little screen pass almost there.
Well, I'm just curious if we've replaced Turner or if we brought in an extra offensive lineman on that play.
Since he was on the left-hand side, I wouldn't be surprised if we brought him in as an extra tight end on that one, because there would be no reason for him to be on the left side unless he was pulling. Let's take a nope. Turner's still in there, and Patrick is.
That'd be kind of nice to be able to.
We have Rick Wagner in there as a tight end right now. Rick Wagner is in there as a tight end. This is going to be most certainly a run.
I kind of like this sub package going back to the U71 days of Mike Sherman.
Nope, we got a little pass play there. Get that first down. Nice.
Get it. All right.
Don't stop. Get it.
We're at about midfield right now, marching.
Interesting play. Yeah, we got Rick Wagner in there as that extra blocker on that left side there. Look at this. LaFleur's just busting out all kinds of different formations. I love it.
Dude, and Rodgers just looks so confident in this offensive right now. Last year, a lot of those
makes you almost wish like he was in this. Makes you almost wish like he was in this offense for the last few years, right?
Yeah, I mean, last year there was an adjustment period. A lot of the short passes went in the dirt.
Come on.
Footwork was still a little bad. This year, he's just looking incredible.
Did we just call a timeout? Is that what we did? We call a timeout? Yep, we call a timeout.
Yeah.
Hey, that's another thing. I've seen Rodgers smile more out on the football field than I have in the last few years. I mean, he's having a good time out there this year.
For sure.
He's
Yeah.
really enjoying himself. Did you see that headline, by the way, about Rodgers admitting on the Pat McAfee show? He admitted to pretending that he doesn't that his headset doesn't work so he can call his own plays.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, I can't believe he admitted that on like national TV. Like, if I'm LaFleur, I'd be like, dude, what the fuck? Like, really? You really do that? Like, you be like, dude, you can't do that. Like, don't do that. Like, that makes me look like an idiot. I'm wondering if this is going to be another run up the middle here.
Shotgun. Yeah, I could see
Yep.
it right.
Yeah, that's what I figured. We're going to try to eat up as much of this clock. We just passed it over the 50. We're going to try and limit Atlanta to perhaps just like one more possession if we can eat up this clock. So,
Well, let's see. I mean, you made a prediction at the start of the game. You said we had to put up 35 to win.
yep.
So another touchdown would put us at 34. I mean,
Yeah.
if we went for 2, we'd get 35.
I think we'd probably go for the 1, so we'd end up at 34. But
Honestly, I think 34 will do it. But
yeah,
I'd feel much more comfortable with the touchdown than the field goal. Nice check down. Williams fighting for yards.
now depending on how much clock we eat up, I would almost think that 30 could maybe do it, but 30 would still make it a 2-score game for them, and two regular scores too. A touchdown makes it a 3-score game with what would probably be about 7.5 minutes to go in the game, something like that. I would imagine. So, yeah, I think a touchdown would probably.
Dude,
Now
Rodgers 17 of 17 when targeting running backs and tight ends tonight.
So he's hitting his checkdowns this year, which is something he didn't do last year. I like it. 3rd and 2, maybe perhaps scramble. Nope. Maybe. Yep.
Come
Yep.
on,
Nope.
young
Nope.
man. Rumble.
He's gonna be short.
Oh, come on, man. These
He's gonna be
Falcons guys, they're going for his head.
Oh, flag! Here we come. Late flag. Come on, give us this first. Give us this first.
All right, come on. What's the call?
Poor Mike is so mad that Matt Ryan's not getting this football right now.
All right, so they call holding on the Falcons.
Mm.
Looks like they
Oh, look at that! They can't stop talking. Robert Tonyan looking like George Kittle out there.
Clear hold. That is a clear hold. Multiple.
Hey, who's George Kittle?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
George Kittle did ball out with like 13 catches or something like that last week, or 14. I think it was even like 14. Just insane. Hey, run this ball. Give it to Jonesy. Thank you. Oh, nice haul. Oh, nice.
Oh, wow. Dude, that's stopping on a dime. Ooh.
Hey. So, given the injuries, so McCaffrey's hurt, Saquon's hurt. Is Aaron Jones the best running back in the NFL right now?
You know, at the start of the season, I would have said Kamara is better. But I don't know, man. Jones has really been playing lights out so far this season.
Yeah.
Also, you got Dalvin Cook has been playing really well.
Dalvin's played well. He would be competition there. I wouldn't put Zeke in that conversation. He has not played up to the par of either Cook or Jones.
McCarthy just can't utilize a running back.
Yeah. That's not a great play. I would have preferred that. Well, it keeps the clock running, but I would have almost preferred he kind of.
Rodgers would have been better to tuck and run with that.
Yeah.
Take it and then run the opposite way.
What route did Tyler Irvin run on this?
Well, this was a design screen. And
oh yeah, yeah. He did have Irvin for a positive play if you wanted to hit him quick enough.
All right, so that was no good. 3-yard loss on that screen.
Did I just see Grady Jackson out? Did he just leave?
Yeah, it looked like he was taping up his elbow or something. It didn't look serious to me.
Get out of that pocket.
Come on, man.
Oh.
Come on. No, no, no. Ah, fuck. Ooh, shit.
She all right? I see blood on his helmet.
And that was already there. I think Bakhtiari wiped it on him earlier. Rodgers gets sacked. There goes one of
And
my
that kind of puts us out of field goal range too, man.
Yeah, Rodgers got up a little slow there.
What did he hit? Did he hit his knee?
Yeah, I didn't quite see
3rd and
that.
25. Holy
3rd and
cow.
So
Just get us
we're
in.
trying to get field goal range here. Williams picks up a nice chunk, gets us
Yeah.
in field goal range.
We got ourselves in field goal range. At least it helps. So what is up with Rodgers right now?
He's hurting a little bit.
Yeah, he doesn't look comfortable. Get a trainer over him right now. Have him get checked out.
All right. So Crosby missed an extra point earlier.
It's a big kick. This is a real big
He
kick.
also got 24 consecutive field goals made of over 50 yards. This is a 48-yarder right down the
Nailed it.
middle.
Nailed it. All right, man. We're up by 14. 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, 14. I think we need to score again.
I think so too. I would agree.
Either that or get a turnover.
Our winning percentage at the moment is 98.8%.
You love that statistic, man.
We all know just because I know that it's basically bullshit. Hey, this is the time for a defensive turnover right here. A turnover could seal this game for us.
I mean, Ryan was throwing some very interceptable balls.
Well, they're gonna have to throw it now. You know they have to throw it now. So
yeah, and
but
I mean,
you also know that there's enough time on this clock. There's plenty of time on this clock. They're not gonna exactly be throwing it deep. They're gonna be going for those dink and dunks and just trying to
dude,
pick up
they'll take that all day long. They'll march right up the field with those little 8-yard gains.
Yeah, they can march up the field in 2 minutes and score with those dink and dunks. So now is not the time to go prevent defense because there's too much time on the clock still to go full prevent. I think you still got to just play your normal defense on them. Just play normal fucking defense.
I mean, I agree, but the question is, does Mike Patton agree?
No, you know what Patton's probably thinking. Patton's probably thinking like, oh, maybe they won't do that. Maybe we'll get lucky. We got Aaron Rodgers. He'll figure it out.
Yeah, and I mean, our defensive edge players, they've been getting pressure, but we just haven't gotten the push up the middle to finish off the sacks. So, I mean, that's exactly what, if you're getting pressure on the edge, Matt Ryan is going to want to go to those quick, short dump offs and just march up the field. It's exactly what they're going to want to do. And we don't have the linebackers to cover that short stuff.
No, we don't. He is bringing that up. All right.
6 minutes left in the fourth. We're up by 2 touchdowns. Falcons
They take a touchback. It goes to the 35 now, right?
What's that?
It goes to the 35 when they take a touchback.
No, 25.
Oh, it looks like he like almost hyperextended his knee. Right there.
Yeah.
Oh, something with his toe.
Maybe a little turf toe.
I hope not.
Oh, I can say
All right.
this: the bye week is coming at a good time.
For sure. Yeah, you know he's not handing that off.
Yep, dude. They start with the play action. Like they're gonna play action this every single play. That
Yeah, I wouldn't fall for it anymore though. I would not fall for any play action going forward.
Yeah.
But however, go figure that would be the time that they do hand it off and it goes for like a freaking 30-yard run or something.
So I mean, they dumped off to Gurley for 6 yards. Looking at a 2nd and 4.
Calvin
Not
Ridley's
showing as
got
much-
no catches tonight.
What's that?
Calvin Ridley has no catches tonight. Jair Alexander has completely shut him down.
Yeah.
If he's
Falcons
not,
are not showing as much urgency as I would expect here.
no, they're not. They ran like 3 plays. They've burned about a minute off this clock. They are at almost the 50. They're probably hoping for a quick. So those are the plays we gotta avoid. Those like first down throws on every single throw. Like that's
I mean, it's the middle of the field. It's
Yeah.
just easy passes. They're marching
Yeah.
right down.
Yeah, that can't happen. That can't happen going forward. We gotta get to him. Jesus.
Yeah.
That might be Ridley's first catch too. If that is Ridley. Is he 13?
I think that might be Gage.
Yeah, I think it's Gage actually. Yep. Nope, Blake. Man, the Falcons love receivers with like QB numbers.
Yeah, they really do. I mean,
I don't even see Ridley out there. Is Ridley even playing out there?
I mean, he did come in a little banged up. Maybe he's just not
Yeah.
been effective.
Oh, they did run it. And, oh man.
Oh,
All right,
come
Kuechly.
on.
Oh, who's down? That's Z. That's Z. Nope. That's Will Redmond.
All right, well, that might be addition by
Hey,
subtraction.
all right. Will
Yeah.
Redmond, you're a good player. It sucks that you're hurt, but if I got to see any Packer hurt, I'd rather it be you than Z, but couple things to say.
I want to see a replay of who got the piece of him behind the line of
I
scrimmage. Like
thought it was
he
Z
makes good
that did, but maybe it was Redmond.
I don't know. Whoever got the piece of him is a good effort. It's just nobody came to follow up. You know, you got to be swarming to the ball.
Look at this. Yeah, look at this. This is a terrible zone. Terrible zone. All day. Matt Ryan's going to carve that up all day.
God, it's so weird seeing empty stands at Lambeau.
Sure is, man. Nope, that wasn't. Who's 53? Don't
I'm
know.
not really
Is that
sure.
Garvin?
That might be Garvin. All right, Redmond's up and walking off the field.
Yeah, he looks all right. He'll be all right. Maybe he was just trying to get his comrades a little breather.
So you
All right,
gotta
Patton,
think-
man. All right, Patton. Call something. Call something that works. Yeah. Oh.
Come on.
Oh.
You've been putting your hands like that very often.
How many picks do we have on the year?
Not
One.
enough, man.
1 or 2?
2, I think.
Not yet. Not enough for
Two
the
we
for the
should
secondary we have.
We should have had at least 2 more in this game alone.
Yeah. Hey,
Who's
great
the
one.
99?
Be great to get one right here.
We're looking at a 3rd and 6.
Get there.
They're probably
They're
going to go something short and pick up the first
Get a
down.
sack. Get a sack. Get a sack. Get a sack. Yeah. Get that ball out.
There we go. There we go.
You got the ball back, I believe. We did, but that's still a sack. It's 4th down. Hey, Z, do it again. Do it again.
Was it that Z?
Yeah, it was
Do you
Z.
know whose
Oh, he
name we
killed
haven't
him. Yeah.
called at
he
all
killed him.
this year?
What's that?
Oh wait, no. It's okay. I think it's Preston
Well,
Smith.
I think Z might get Z
He forces
deserves
the
like half
fumble.
that sack.
Now, I was gonna say we haven't really called Preston Smith's name very much at all. This
Preston's
year.
having a really slow start to the season. Oh boy. Yeah. Is that turnover on downs? That's turnover on downs. I
That
believe
one was close.
Mike just left because he realized that he wasn't going to get the fantasy points he needed to win his matchup this week, which
I
is,
think that's Ridley they're going to.
yeah, it was Ridley. Oh, that was Amos with the breakup too.
Yeah,
You
that's
see
a
him get
nice
his
play
hand in
by
there?
Amos. That was
Nice
in
play.
Ridley's hands, and Amos flies in to knock it out.
That's the play we needed, man. That's what we needed.
Ryan is pissed.
Matt Ryan doesn't even look like a quarterback. He looks like a guy that belongs like a banker. He looks like a banker or a guy that works on like Wall Street or something like that.
Yeah.
They stay in bounds. So, okay. Now I know it's still pivotal and stuff, and I love me some Aaron Jones, but I think now's the time I want to start seeing AJ Dillon like getting some carries and like just bashing into this defensive line, eating some clock, making them like he's fresh and he's a big guy. Give the ball to Dillon, let him fucking eat right up the middle.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, with Rodgers, whatever happened with his toe on the previous series, we're up 2 scores with 3.5 minutes to go, and we're going to be running the ball. I wouldn't mind pulling Rodgers out at this point. Like, I know the game's not gone yet, but
I think if we had one more touchdown, we'd be pulling Rodgers right now. Oh, we're throwing and we scrambling. Get down. Thank you.
And Aaron, you've been running a lot this game.
I get so nervous when Aaron scrambles now. I get so nervous.
Especially, dude, this game, the
Matt
Falcons
Ryan doesn't have a single touchdown today, man. We held
under 250 passing yards, no touchdowns, no picks, but there should be a couple.
Dude, what a fucking performance by our secondary. I know there hasn't been really a Julio, but come on. We all remember what fucking Matt Ryan did to us in those fucking playoffs not too long ago.
I mean, that directly led to the drafting of Kevin King. That's
Yeah.
all right. 3rd and 1. It's got to be a run, right?
Yeah, because if not, it burns up clock and you can bring it down to like almost 2.5 minutes, even if you don't get it, and you can punt it back to them real deep. It's got to be a run. Okay. Yep. All right, that works too. Oh, look who it is, man! Look who it is! Almost pretty much Mr. MVP of the game, Big Bob time.
I really actually like that play design. So they fake the run.
Yeah, if it's not a run, a little like play action screen like that works well too.
Tanyan streams against the grain of the play, and Rodgers just makes an easy dump off to the backside.
Hey man, that's gonna be about game, man. They still got 2-minute warning. Theoretically, they can get the ball back, but they have no timeouts. We can eat this clock down. They would get the ball back around probably 1:30 off the top of my head. It's still time to do what you need to do and stuff, but
Man,
man.
I gotta say, we were waiting for someone to step up, and Robert Tanyan, he leapt up. He has seized this opportunity to the point where I think LaFleur and Rodgers both are going to start thinking about, well, maybe we need to get the tight end more involved in our offense, even when Adams is back.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. He met a wall.
Jesus.
He met a wall.
The Falcons defenders, they've been hitting hard tonight.
Well, Devontae, I know you wanted to play real bad tonight. I'm sure you could have. If it was a playoff game, you absolutely would have been playing tonight. But be glad that your team pulled out a big dub without you. And you get to have an extra week of rest and recovery, and you'll come back even stronger.
Hey, when did Mike slip out of this room?
As soon as we stop Matt Ryan on the 4th down. He is let me check and see what his fantasy score is at, because I know that's why you left. It's a brutal loss for him though, but he is going to lose 99-90 right now. Almost barring a Matt Ryan just deep bomb for like 80 yards for a touchdown. I don't see a way for him to pull back and win this. So that's a tough loss, but you can't put up 90 points and hope to win though. So
Yeah, and I mean, once again, it really speaks to the defense. I wouldn't call it a dominant performance, but they really limited and contained Matt Ryan in a way that I was not expecting heading into this game. I thought, like you, I thought we had to put up 35 points to win this.
yeah, I thought Matt Ryan was probably going to put about like 4 touchdowns today. Like, is what I kind of figured. It would be like a shootout, go down. Like I for sure thought it would be like a 35-42 or 35-38 type game, where it came down to who got the ball in the last 2 minutes of the game. It's probably what ESPN was hoping for when they scheduled these two teams for Monday Night Football. They were like, oh man, these teams are going to score like 85 points. Like it's going to be great for ratings. However, little do you know that we got pretty good defense this year. So especially those, hey, I will say this. So Big Bob deserves probably a game ball for this, but Jair Alexander deserves a motherfucking game ball too. Kelvin Ridley has 0 catches, man. 0.
Yeah. Alexander
You shut him down the whole game. Like Jair Alexander, like Kelvin Ridley is a prime time talent. He's emerging as an elite wide receiver. I think he's like number 3 in fantasy right now. So for Jair to completely shut him down like that speaks volumes. We got ourselves a potential all-pro cornerback on the outside there. So
yeah, and that's the thing about Alexander. I mean, he has shown all-pro flashes several times. It's just that putting it all together consistently has been the issue. He has lapses where he'll have a bad game or he'll make mistakes. We really want to see him take that next step to just be that consistent lockdown presence. Because if you have a guy that you can always rely on to lock the number 1 receiver down, that just makes life so much easier for the rest of the defense.
Right. I'm glad after investing so much high draft picks, we finally got ourselves a corner that is a true shutdown corner. God knows we've spent enough capital on it.
3rd and 9.
Oh, what is this?
Action.
We're going deep? Flag?
Oh, that's pass interference for sure. Practically tackled MBS.
I'm surprised. Hey, man, I'm surprised we did that, to be honest with you.
I'm surprised too, dude. Like, analytics at that point have got to say run the clock. But I guess
run the clock, you bring it down to about 1:20.
What?
It's on us. It's on us.
An illegal block in the back on Sternberger, even though the defender tackled MBS while the ball was in the air.
Dude, get bent. Get bent, man.
That's bogus.
Well, Mason, kick this field goal. What did he do? Did you see that?
Horrible penalty.
He ran. The Falcons player ran into his own fucking guy.
That was horseshit. All right. Well, we're giving the ball back with about 2 minutes left. LaFleur wanted to stay aggressive, I guess, for the morale of the team, show that killer instinct.
Yeah, I get it. if you pick up a first down there, the game's over with. Matt Ryan never touches the ball the rest of the game.
All right, JK.
Oh, come on, JK, do better. Do better.
All right, so Falcons going to be taking over at the 20. They got no timeouts, but a minute 46 on the clock. They marched on the field the last time. You know Patton's going to leave it open since they don't have the timeouts. He's going to invite them to use the middle of the field, short throws.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be you know this is the Patton special right now. Don't give up anything deep. It's Joseph DeGora, I believe. Josiah DeGora, not Joseph.
And Degora down on the ground. Training staff checking him out.
Oh, sorry. By the way, that
He's taking his helmet off.
that Falcons player that got hurt and got carted off, he well, that's good to see. It appears to be an Achilles injury for him, so his season's probably done.
Dude, what did I tell you? I told you it looked like the dude burst his Achilles open.
Yeah.
Did the Falcons get a piece of that punt?
Potentially. However, that punt came off pretty good though.
And Degora getting helped off the field right now. I believe the injury that he was out the past 2 games for was a calf or shin injury. He was touching his leg when he was down on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So perhaps re-aggravated that. NFL life can be tough on rookies. It's very rare to see a rookie make it through an entire NFL season.
Very true. All right, here we go. Good chance to seal this here. Yep, there we go with these short throws that I thought were gonna come. These 10 to 12-yard throws that pick up first downs every time. It eats up the clock, serves its purpose, but they're not gonna give up anything deep.
See, the thing is though, with our poor tackling.
See, look at that.
In the middle of the field
In about 2 plays, they've given up about 40 yards in just 2 plays.
Rodgers is pacing on the sideline, man. He is pit.
Because he knows what's going to happen. He knows
every offensive player on this team has got to be furious with Mike Patton's defensive philosophies.
Z looks like he's limping. What's up with Z? All right, 52 seconds. He snaps the ball. He's going to run out of bounds, stop the clock. 48 seconds, 1st and 10. Keep him out of the end zone. Oh, I thought Rodgers was mad about something. He's kind of laughing about something right now. Boy, is he having a lot of fun this year.
He really is, man. I mean,
I think a part of it makes me think that he's just kind of like, he knows his days in Green Bay are probably numbered now, so he's just trying to enjoy it as best he can. Oh, get there, Z. Yeah! Ball's out!
There we
Ball's
go.
out!
Fumble!
Fuck off, refs! Dude, the refs have not helped us one bit the whole fucking game.
Let things like that play out, and you can review after. Like refs,
it's under the 2-minute warning too, so why not?
Yeah, refs are doing a terrible job this game.
Oh, this is like super prevent defense now. You can get whatever you want. Oh, nice play. Is that Chandon?
Yeah.
No, that might be Kadar Holman. That was Kadar Holman.
Kadar Holman. All right, active game day roster for Holman.
Yeah. I know they like him. Like I heard positive things come out of training camp. I think he's just kind of buried down by some more talented players at the moment, which is fine.
It would not surprise me to see him surpass Josh Jackson by the end of the season.
Perhaps not. Yeah. I did see some Josh Jackson out there tonight. Not too much, but
we're about 20 yards off the ball right now.
Oh yeah. Open field tackle. Stop letting him get out of bounds.
Dude,
well, man,
I gotta say,
this is going to be game. So
I gotta say, Zadarius Smith, he's been his usual consistent self. Preston Smith has really just been invisible for this first quarter of the season.
Yeah.
We really need Rashawn Gary to get healthy and to
I
continue.
wouldn't be surprised to see Rashawn Gary take over Preston Smith by the end of the year at this rate.
Yeah, I mean I don't know what's going on with Preston, but he has just not been. He had a phenomenal year last year, double-digit sacks, and he's just not been that type of player this year.
Oh, that's an incomplete pass. That's turnover on downs. That's
all.
Kadar Holman making a motherfucking play, baby.
Oh, yeah, Holman. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Coming out with the victory formation now.
Dan
Well,
Quinn.
he didn't like
Do you think
collapse.
Dan Quinn loses his job today?
I don't think he loses it quite yet.
No, I did see the next 5 games. He's got the combined record of his teams for the next 5 games is like 7-13. He's got a pretty good. Oh, we got William C. Rogers out there. We got a little Tim Boyle action.
Well, for the
Let him throw it. Let him throw.
Let him throw it.
All right. Hey, man.
That's a good
4-0,
game,
dude. 4-0, baby. How
right,
sweet it is.
I know it's real late back there on the East Coast for you, so why don't we just do a real quick rundown through the stats and then a quick recap?
Yeah, let's take a look at them here real quick. I'm gonna share my screen with you as we run through them here.
Sure.
So we can take a look at them together.
Matt LaFleur tied for the second best coaching start in his first 20 games of all time.
Not bad. So, Mr. Aaron Rodgers does go over 300 yards passing. He has 327 yards passing with 4 TDs, 27 for 33. You only missed 6 today. Very efficient. 147.5 QB rating. His opponent, Matt Ryan, 285, no touchdowns, no picks, 4 sacks. Yeah, surprising to say the least. Aaron Jones ends up leading the running backs by the end of the night. 15 carries for 71 yards, a long of 23. Todd Gurley, 57 yards on 16 carries with 2 touchdowns. And then moving on to the receivers. Jamal Williams did lead everyone with 8 receptions for 95 yards, but it was Big Bob Tonyan with 6 catches for 98 yards and 3 touchdowns. He caught all 6 of his targets, man. 6 targets, 6 receptions, 3 touchdowns.
Jamal Williams, he caught all 8 of his.
Yeah. And Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 4 catches for 45. Aaron Jones, 5 for 40. And then there was the other receivers who didn't really do too much. On the other side, the big one right at the bottom, Calvin Ridley, no catches on 5 targets. Huge, man.
And
Huge.
Julio Jones, we kept him pretty quiet. 4 catches for 32.
Yeah, you got to imagine he probably would have done a little bit more damage if he played the second half. But still, I was really happy with what I saw on Kevin King on him in the first half. 4 catches for 32 yards. Kept him in check. It was a little-known guy named Olamide Zacharias, 8 catches for 86 yards. Let's take a look at the defense here quick.
Well, before we move on to defense, I just want to point out real quick, it seemed like a pretty quiet game for Aaron Jones. A quiet game for him still involved a touchdown and over 100 all-purpose yards.
Yeah, a quiet game for Aaron Jones still gets you about 20 fantasy points. So that's not too bad, man. Not too bad at all. No interceptions on either side so far. Zadarius Smith did have 3 sacks, and Raven Green.
Wow, 3 sacks.
Yeah, I would imagine they would split that up a little bit more going forward because especially that 1 sack, I think he should be credited with a half of a sack. He kind of like got the sack going, but then Matt Ryan stepped up into the pocket, and I think it was someone else who kind of finished it off there. But 3 sacks so far with Raven Green getting the other one. And it was Charles Harris on the Atlanta side with a sack on Rodgers, but it was more Rodgers kind of tripping over his own foot there.
Let's see, leading tacklers, Z, Raven Green, Ty Summers, Darnell,
like
really, the tacklers were pretty evenly divided up.
Yeah.
Falcons,
Yeah.
they did have. Do you have a time of possession stat on this? Because they did
I
get quite a
might.
few offensive
If I
plays.
keep going down here a little more. Play by play. I don't think I do have time of possession at the moment, which is a
'Cause, I
bummer.
mean, that's that second quarter drive where they
Yeah.
literally had 20 plays. I mean, that's defense can't let stuff like that.
Oh, I do have time of possession. So here we go. Atlanta, 30 minutes and 22 seconds. Green Bay, 29 minutes and 38 seconds, it looks like. So despite Atlanta having a 20-play drive there at the end of the first, beginning of the second, we did kind of come back and really even it up there, and did pretty good. So the team stats alone doesn't tell the full story. It's pretty similar. So Green Bay had 403 total yards, with Atlanta having not with 327, less than 100. And then first downs were very similar too, but it was pretty much all Green Bay all game long. Atlanta really had trouble kind of getting the ball into the end zone and getting into any type of rhythm. Green Bay, besides the one blunder there in the first quarter, getting stuffed at the goal line, very very efficient. Other than that, so I'm pretty pleased with our development in this game. I would say I think we would probably be unanimous in picking a game MVP. Tanyan and on offense, and Jair Alexander on defense. So
Yeah, I mean, this was Tanyan's coming out party. I really hope that he continues to be a big part of the offense.
mhm.
I mean, as far as pleasant surprises, performance of the run defense, I really thought they stepped up pretty well without Kenny Clark. So, maybe Kingsley Kiki has a future at nose tackle.
Maybe.
But that's it's good to see them making some strides there,
Mhm.
especially when we get Clark back. Maybe it's not as desperate that we trade for a defensive lineman. I would still personally like to see an addition, but
Yeah.
I think given that we're 4-0 right now, I
Mhm.
don't think Gutekunst is going to pull the trigger on a trade unless he finds excellent
No,
value.
and I don't think you're gonna see Goop pull a trade for a receiver going forward either. So I think even though we're having some injury concerns in the secondary,
Yeah,
or
honestly, the injuries at receiver
receiver, yeah.
does not seem like it's made a difference. The offense continues to
No,
roll.
I did kind of like I've been trying to tell people that over the summer when I said that this Green Bay offense, while receivers you do need receivers, this Green Bay offense is getting away from the McCarthy receivers, and we're more about running backs and tight ends. Now, when we get really hurt at running back and tight end, and we're like devastated there, then you might see some moves. But receiver seems to be the least important position on offense for us. So I think we can get by with having the receivers we got, and then a healthy Devontae to really stand out there. So if Tanyan continues to develop, if Aaron Jones continues to play the way he's doing, and Jamal Williams continues to play the way he's playing, throwing Devontae Adams onto that, I think we're going to be cooking for a lot more games going forward over the next few weeks. So
Yeah, man. Honestly, I did not come into the season thinking that Jamal Williams would be an asset to the offense,
mhm.
but his improvements in the passing game really are making him a valuable member, not just as a rotational guy, but as someone who can be counted on to move the chains.
Yeah, I'm gonna be really sad if I mean the writing's kind of on is on the wall. You probably can't resign both Jones and Williams, but if this is Williams' final year, boy, is he gonna have a really good final year for us, man. He's gonna make some team next year really really happy.
Yeah.
So
So I mean, going forward, we've got the bye week next week, so we get to rest up a little bit, get some of our dinged up guys hopefully back to 100%.
me and you get to rest those vocal cords for a week because we're gonna come back and we're gonna be fucking rip rip roaring when we take on Tom Brady and the Bucks. So
honestly, this matchup against the Bucks, it could be one of the biggest games of the year for us.
yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It was one of the games I had circled on the map. It's on the schedule as soon as I seen it. So Brady and Rodgers should not disappoint. It should be a high scoring affair. I'm assuming Tampa will have all their receivers back healthy, and we should be back at pretty close to full strength too with all of our players. So this should be one hell of a America's game of the week here in 2 weeks from now. So
Yeah,
really looking forward
it's going
to
to
it.
be a bit of a stretch for us coming out of the bye. You know, we've got Bucks on the road,
Mhm.
and then we go to the Texans on the road. You know, Texans aren't doing great right now, but it's 2 road games in a row. Then we have our rematch with the Vikings. You know, they're going to play us tougher than they did in week 1. And then after that, we go on the road to San Francisco. So you know we're gonna have a test coming out of this bye, but I'm based on what I've seen so far, I'm confident that Matt LaFleur is gonna have this team ready to play.
There's a cool stat I'm seeing on ESPN real quick. The Packers have tied themselves, the 2016-2017 Packers, for the most consecutive games with 30 plus points in a row with 0 turnovers. Not bad. The only other team who's higher than us is the 2010 Patriots, who did that 7 games in a row. Certainly something that we could do going forward. So,
Hey, yeah, that'd be a heck of a goal.
right. Well, Cody, as I said, it is a little late here on the East Coast. I'm gonna get this video processed and hopefully upload it here tomorrow for our fans. All like 5 or 6 of you, wherever you are. So, hopefully we'll get some more going forward. But regardless, it's fun doing it either way. It's a whole lot better than listening to Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. So, all right, Cody, I will bid you farewell, my man.
Yep, it was a good game tonight. It was nice to have a guest on, even if he was cheering against our beloved Packers in some situations.
His appearances will probably be sporadic throughout the season. I don't anticipate him joining us for the Bucks game next week or a couple weeks, but it's always nice to have a little differing opinion on there, I'm sure. So it is what it is.
All
All right.
Go
Andrew
Pack, go.
out. And for Cody, we're out until next time.